I didn't put my headphones in.
Hello.
That's a
Are
drop.
we hungover?
Hello.
Alright, dudes.
Emma?
Hello?
Are you hungover? Or are you just...
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm just reckless in my sleeping habits.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Just
right.
because of your
My
declaration
voice.
to me that you're going to be drunk every day now until graduation.
Yeah, I
So-
have been. Yesterday was my night off because today is summer ball. So I have this dress you can see in the background to wear.
Ooh.
Look, it's covered in
It's
stars.
so lovely.
Oh my god.
Mm.
I like it a lot. It was a gift from the Rents. It reminds me of something from the game that I can't talk to you about, which makes you really upset. But here we are.
What game that we can't talk about?
This game.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is
Is
the
there a game we can't talk about? And
this is the only one we can't talk about in.
Anna was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Are you guys playing a game? We can't talk."
No. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Yeah. And Emma and Thomas and I were playing our own
Yeah, we're playing our own
Star Unicorn game.
What we do is we play all of Lily's different versions of Karul and just like shit on how broken he is.
There's probably enough
That's
curls for
the
a one
right
shot.
way.
There's so many crawls at this point. Like I've made so many.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I send them
good
all to
content.
Emma and she
I
ignores
know.
them.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part.
It is good content, but I will say, you do actually give me inspo. I wasn't joking.
Oh,
When I
no.
looked, I was like, can I
Can you
get
not?
22 22
Yeah, I managed to
charisma?
break D&D Beyond and give him 22 charisma. That took me so long to
Iconic.
figure out. I was going through all the items. I was like,
The
Which I
Kiriba,
completely
the Kiru Tomo.
yeah.
Alrighty,
manage
because
that.
we've got to zoom this one along. So let's
Yes.
roll some dice.
All right.
Now the reason I was late is because there's something supposed to be happening, and I don't think it's going to be, which is a little bit ups and the
Oh.
sleep thing.
Ooh, that was a... Let's hope that that's that out of the game now. Got a nat 1 for my roll.
Iconic. Well, I was actually going to ask for the lowest roll today.
Oh.
Oh, well.
If you don't
Cool,
want to do it.
then.
Damn.
No, it's fine. This time I actually feel like I have decent notes. Sometimes I'm like, don't pick me. My notes are so bad
I
today.
don't have any
I've
notes
actually got too
today.
many.
Okay. Okay. Hang on, sorry, the thing that I was supposed to do. Oh fuck, I forgot about that. Hang on.
That's a great shot.
Oh, let me do my streaks.
Oh yes.
Smile.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, it looks kind of aesthetic with this mirror in this light in my mirror.
Okay. I realise now the fault in my plan, and I can't keep this a surprise because I've got to add them into the group. We have a guest star for today.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is it Queenie?
Who knows? It could be, I suppose. Hang on.
Oh, does that mean we have to restart the call?
Yes. Thomas, does that mess with your recording?
Well, no. It'll just like. It's just gonna have.
Iconic.
It'll be fine. It'll just look kind of jank.
KK. Oh, she is testing me, Lord. Okay. Sounds legit.
Quinny is online.
Alright. I know. So, add friends to DM. I'm not friends with her. Ugh!
Cue Monty Python intermission music.
Ah! That's my default emotion.
Plenty more time
Yeah.
to sip my shitty Tetley tea.
She's called Kanye West, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, Kanye West.
I didn't know that.
Yep. It's quite good. It's really good.
So it is.
Wait,
God,
Anna,
we're
you
getting-
know Queenie.
We're getting Shrek back.
Yes.
Oh
So
my
okay,
God.
it's obviously it's not a surprise.
I
We
was-
heard that there were people coming from Freya to hell.
Oh God, no! I was excited about Queenie, and I
Boba.
forgot about that meant
You're
Shrek.
Shrek.
No!
Brian and Cass just leave.
Ah!
Next
Oh,
bit.
Okay.
I thought about the real person, not the character. Oh,
Okay.
it was a wrong way round to think.
That's a
Oh
quote.
no, I can't. Okay, I will say one thing. Because I have been drinking so much, I bruised my ribs and spine because I got too turned, so I can't laugh too hard.
Jesus
Um,
Christ, are you okay?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, take it easy.
Easy. Level 12. Cool. I sent you a friend request. Why is my voice?
Can I add Queenie? Add friends to DM. Kanye.
Oh my god! I forgot about the smite.
All right, there you go. I did it. I forgot that I can just.
Oh god.
Oh, 4 is happening already. Hello.
Oh my gosh.
There are so many cameras.
Queenie!
There are so many cameras now.
Yeah,
Hey, Queenie.
it's
Okay. I will give you a little bit of George will give you a little bit of exposition.
Yeah.
Exposition. Fuck! Why can't I say it? She will introduce it for you.
Yeah.
But if you have any questions / don't understand what's going on, just drop me a message and I'll explain it. Don't worry.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Right. George, take it away.
Cool. Alright, last game. We left the Guild Masters. It was the afternoon. We were like, took a bit too long to decide on where the hell we were going, but we eventually made it to the dock, so we got on a boat. I'm busy!
Oh, my ribs!
Sorry.
This is such
Hang
a
on.
monstrosity.
Oh. No, I'm fine.
Can't talk.
I'm playing D&D.
I wonder what's it? Mom, I'm playing D&D! I like George's
no.
outfit. But, no, so the way I bruised my ribs and spine was my cousins came over from America and they wanted to go out to Newcastle, which is like the local hub, as they say, and there's a bar called Sinners, and it's like and it's like 1 million floors, and on the top floor they got a pole, and the pole is like a T-bar, so there's like a pull-up bar at the top, so I was like, I'm gonna do the pull-up, and I climbed to the top of the pole, and then I bruised my ribs and spine, and that's it. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, sorry. It's just a fun ball of stress in this family right now. Anyway,
That's
got to the docks and we had to go 2 per boat. So it was Cass and Sila, Brian and Lorella, Neff and Sarza, Bluey and Danielle. Everyone had some weird chats. Brian spoke to Lorella about Barack. I was getting his name wrong.
Barack Obama.
Barack. I'm just going to call him Barack now, I think.
There we go.
Seeking an engagement with the royal children, and then all of that. Talked about the rebellion, how the Bayrak family was helped a lot, then their son died when it should have been Lorella's son that died, and now that there's a debt that needs to be paid. Then and they got closer with a little heart, which was cute. Then we had Neff and Sarah talking about the obelisk and Erie. Then we had Danielle and Bluey having, I said, this is a direct quote from my thing, Danielle and Bluey having complicated relationship chats. And Danielle has Danielle has scratched out the names of and put like Brian in for like the romantic person that the main person's going against. Very strange.
I love her.
Oh, and then Cass and Slider chatted about her change of name and how we're all worried about Brian. So then we arrive at the Garden of Salt, and we meet the whole Bayrak family, apart from the mother, who is doing military prep. Brian sniffs the wine to check for poison, is seen. They're a little bit insulted. Neff is, Neff performs sniffing the bouquet, but is not amazingly charismatic. There's awkward introductions. Everyone explains what the situation is, talking about marriage alliance. The son says he wants a son. Neff gets drunk. Saya does magic. The father is like, ooh, I like the look of this one. Twin of Osan is, imagine a female version of Osan, but windswept. You'll find that highly amusing. Neff and Osan talk. He's super cute. They are both gay. Talk about fake marrying. Well, real marrying, but like they wouldn't actually have anything going on. Neff is interested in Eri. Cassiel, it's like this woman, beautiful on an island, wearing a blue dress, calls out her name, and Neff's like, interesting. Cress, Roya chat about the family and say if there's any way that we can not have a marriage, what could be done. Talk about resurrecting their son, but that will require a sacrifice of a willing or not so willing body. Bluey licks a leaf.
Shrek. Oh no, that came in too late. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It was a shitty joke.
Brian turns into a bumblebee to listen into Lorella and Altair chatting. And Lorella and Altair, Lorella offers him a deal to marry her instead of one of her kids to marry one of his kids. He's like, no. She casts a spell and he's like, yes. But the guards get suspicious, so to stop suspicion, Brian changes into a hawk and attacks the soldier that's going to investigate what's going on. And then there's a bit of a kerfuffle, but it all gets sorted. Turns out that the soldier that Brian attacks is also the boyfriend of Osan, so he gets very sad. We find out that Cass tells Lorella about the resurrection, so then we are like, ooh, start trying to do different things. Sly sends a message to Rolmy to find out if we can get more information about the resurrection. He replies with, no, this is the message to him. We are not on good terms. I apologize, but could you tell me, do you have the knowledge of resurrection? That's All-Star. And then Neff checks on Osan's boyf. It was a bit of tension with that. Then we get a response from Romy. Are you talking about what I think you're talking about? If yes, we need to talk. Or is it about another matter entirely? Romy. Hugh like, And then, and then Neff heals Osan's boyfriend. It's about 4:30, and that's when I left. So
yes.
The last bit is not, I don't have the notes for it.
Okay. After that, does anybody want to explain it, or?
I think we were just discussing our options for getting people at that point. Did we?
No, you did go to the. Yeah.
Oh right, yep.
Why don't you, Lily? Why don't you explain that bit?
Okay, I have no notes. This is off memory.
Great.
We went to the guild masters because Slya wanted to reject the deal that was offered to her by Sorelloros. Was that his name?
Yeah.
Yes. We took Sobek to check if we had a sneaking suspicion there was an enemy in disguise, but Sobek, I guess he confirmed that there wasn't because he didn't indicate that there was any problem. And then we left and we went back to the guard's house.
Yeah. And then you discussed your options, which were, if I had this in the right order, I think I wrote it down. Resurrection with no death involved. Lorella marriage would be option number 2. Delaying with your druid magics, so delaying the attack. Contacting Fala and the Sphinx would be result number 4, and the number 5 would be diplomacy. Which I think is really funny because you've got like all the options. it's almost in the complete reverse order of what it should logically be, with the
Yeah,
resurrection attempt at the top. But it's good content, so it's fine. Right.
Brian,
Makes
You're-
sense for the disappointment crew.
Okay. Those
Aw.
of you who wish to can now go and have your long rest from the day before. However, I do know that obviously there's like 2 of you, I guess, I wonder who it is, who have things they want to do. Who could it be? Is it Louis and Neff? Oh, no. So, who wants to go first, Astra or Brian?
This is paper rock.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brian. It's good.
Oh, Brian just wants to go read his letter. For now.
Okay. Alright. So, first of all, can you guys tell me what your sleeping situation is? So, you have the whole guards. Oh, ooh. Are we alright?
Oopsie. Anna's frozen for me as well.
Oh, really?
Okay.
And it's
Like,
fine for me.
Anna and Thomas are frozen.
Everybody's fine
Oh.
for me.
I can
Hi,
see
George.
everybody
Hey, George.
moving.
Aylin's
You look
got
so
it as
pretty
well.
today.
Oh, everyone?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Are your
Hold on.
You're welcome. Are your voices? If your voices are still here, then we can.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay. Thomas, can you turn your camera on and off again?
Sure.
Thank
oh my
you.
god, I need to do this thing where I go out here and then back here, and
I'm
then
sorry.
I can turn off, turn on. Sweet.
Sorry, dude. Okay, Queenie, when you can you turn your camera on and off? But don't worry, because you're still on Spinny. Oh, yes.
That profile
That's
picture.
your icon. It's probably,
profile picture.
isn't it, your brother?
It's not. It's my neighbor.
That's weird.
Well, you know what? I guess that's the kind of thing that happens when good neighbors become good friends.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ah, yes! I got one of yours. I knew I'd get one of yours. Okay,
And Grandma,
right.
Is that show? Okay.
No, okay.
We
So,
need to.
we need to carry on. Right.
Yep.
So, what is the sleeping situation? Who is sleeping where? You have the guard's house.
True.
So bet.
Cass
Yeah, cool.
is going to be with Brian.
Cool. You have lots of bunk rooms in the bunkhouse. You have one where it's a collective room with lots of bunks, and people have moved in sort of more to Sobek's sanctum now. Or you could you could go into Sobek's sanctum, or you could stay. Those are your options. The bunkhouse.
I think the sanctum.
or
Yeah.
sanctum. Okay.
Same.
Okay, cool. Are you going to do any kind of watches? Any kind of
Yes, we probably should, just for the sake of
rota?
it.
Yeah.
Watches
Okay.
are never a bad idea.
Alrighty, who wants to establish a watch? Who wants to go first?
I'll go
And Brian
first.
can go first.
I'll go third.
No.
Alright,
Cass and
Cass
Brian
and Brian will go first. Second watch.
I'll go second.
With
Hello?
Sarasa.
Hello?
Sarasa will do it with you. And
Oh.
then Astra and Slyer. How's that?
That's one person.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Sorry.
Deaf and Slyer. Oh my gosh.
Oh gee.
I-
Don't worry, I wrote that in my notes when I was saying Cass and Sly talk together. I just said Slyer and Castra
Yeah.
talk about their names.
Castro.
Astra!
There it is.
Catra!
This is too much.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. S.
I tried to offer a second, but I guess like Discord's being a little shit. I don't know.
No, I heard you.
I-
So
I-
you're gonna do second watch
Oh.
with Sarasa.
And I need
Okay.
Sia to do some messages, possibly. Because I
Sure.
have already read the letter.
Right. So, Brian, as you finish up reading your letter, and you hear a knock sort of on your sanctum door, this mansion. So, what you see when you go into Sobek's sanctum is this huge mansion filled with people now who've taken up a fair amount of the space in this room. They don't appear to be like they're in need of sleep, of like somewhere to stay. They look more to be preparing the space to be like a sort of safe zone for civilians to go when should the conflict come to a head. So these people are beginning to sort of set up rooms and talk to Sobek about where things need to go.
Sorry, I'm
But
getting
you manage.
really bad feedback from someone, not Emma.
Yeah,
It
me
might
too.
be Queenie. Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Queenie. Could you turn off your microphone really quick for me? Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Queenie, do you have headphones by any chance? Also, I love your nails.
Is it okay now?
Well, if you have... No,
Check.
if you have a pair of headphones, if not, then just leave your microphone off when you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you find somewhere, however, in the midst of all this chaos, you find somewhere to stay, and you read the letter, and it's then that Slya comes and knocks on your door and tells you it's time for watches to start. Everyone else, you also managed to find spaces. You can all sleep together in the same room, or you could make like kind of like a sort of makeshift sort of situation.
We
But
could
either
slumber
way,
party.
you're sure you slumber party. Astra and Brian, Slya and All-Star. Oh god. You and your alter ego. You make your way, escorted by Zan, who greets you at the entrance to the mansion and sort of eyes it with a bit of suspicion. I've just realised, George, this mansion I'm talking about isn't an actual mansion. It's just a door, which leads into like a demi-plane, which is a mansion. Does that make sense?
Ah, yeah,
I mean, yeah, cool. If it doesn't make sense, it's magic and it doesn't really exist in the real world, so we shouldn't worry about it too much. So, Cass and Brian, you are put onto the guards' rota together, and you take turns sitting at the top of the wall, looking out into the darkness, which is the sand wastes beyond.
Wasn't I going to do some messages for Slya before?
Yeah, so you can do it during the watch. You wouldn't have time to do it beforehand. So
Slya's not on
first,
the watch, though.
she is.
I'm on the
Oh
watch
fuck! It's
with Brian.
Cass. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay, Slya knocks on your door, and you can do your watches. You can do your messages.
Okay, I guess for
You
the
just-
sake of
Oh.
brevity then. Do you want me to read out the sendings?
Yeah. So if Slya is happy to send them for you,
Okay.
because obviously I need to know what they say. So you.
Yeah.
It's a secret sending.
It's a secret something.
I have to be able to actually telepathically read it from your mind.
Okay, so first of all, Brian's just gonna ask Slya, is it okay if I send a couple more messages to my father?
Of course. Did he tell you anything that might help us, or?
Mm-hmm. Brian looks like he's considering the letter. He's like, the one thing I think I can tell you now is that whatever magic the Bayraks plan to use to resurrect this, we can't facilitate, and I can't. That the magic that they want to use would mean, if used in the Messiah, it would mean that person would be exiled or executed. I think we need to discuss this as a group. But I have a couple of messages I want to send to my father. If you...
Of course.
Okay. So the first message is, what is the sacrifice that needs to be made? I will not go against nature, but the other option, is it within my means?
Okay. After a moment, you hear a tired voice, considering the time difference, but it's a reply nonetheless. And you hear your father say, let me just double check.
My boy.
Reincarnation is the only way to provide a natural new form. other methods might be viewed in the same way as the forbidden practice of reincarnation, of resurrection.
Out of game, reincarnation
Yeah.
only works like 10 days after the person's dead.
Yeah. So what you can understand sort of from the way he's written this is just roll an intelligence check for me.
Yeah. 8 plus 8 plus 3 is 11.
11. Okay. You're not 100% sure, but you assume it's something to do with going against nature and creating unnatural forms and so on. You can get also the impression that he was he was going to go on as if he was going to say more, but he realized he didn't have time to really explain fully via sending. Just from the hesitation in his voice at the end.
Can I convey that when I'm telling Brian?
Yep.
Okay, because I have another sending, but if he wanted to say more, the next sending I have is kind of final.
Okay. Oh, what are you going to say to him now? Oh, I can't. I'm not ready for this. My brain needs to check out of this hotel. Right.
I should probably mark that spell.
I think it's more important that he goes on. So, hold on.
Oh.
Daddy,
Okay, I
I
think
always
I'm
liked Mom better.
I'll save that final sending for another day. And I want to facilitate him being able to say more. I guess I'll just say, could you elaborate? I don't know.
Oh. Okay, hang on.
He could send another letter.
Then I have to write it,
Chuck
and I
everything
really
in
don't
there
have
right
time to write a letter. Okay, hang on. Your original question was, is there any way you could do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, for someone who has been dead for how many years?
16.
16 years. Or is that impossible?
He says, it is impossible without a great sacrifice. That sacrifice could be anything which means something to Sylvanus.
Okay. Brian will have to sit on that information until the morning then.
Cool. Right, you and Cass now go up onto the walls, get inducted into the guards rota, and are able to start your watch. Cass, is there anything you want to do?
I should probably roll a perception check just.
So I meant like as in during this time where Brian's sending things.
Okay, yes. No. Cass is just wanting to speak with Brian, so she's just going to be like.
So you go up onto the walls. Can you guys roll me perception checks, please?
Oh. Lily, your dice are doing me dirty today.
I'm sorry. Well, I got an 11, but it's a +8, which is 19.
Okay, well, I got a nice. Oh no, my perception's better than I thought.
Sorry,
8.
I was on spinny wheels. 8. Okay.
19 and 8.
Yeah, I had a 2, so I was yeah.
And All Star, what did you get?
19.
19. Right. Okay. Cass, you're just too preoccupied with the thoughts of wanting to talk to Brian, your best friend. Like absolute wingman, hype beast, Brian and Cass. Cool. So.
Dream team.
Dream team. All Star, you look out onto the missile. You have a little bit of an eye on, and you get the feeling that if you've got a handle on should anything come your way.
Wait, out on the missile.
Calcare.
Fuck, Cal Khan. Why do I always do that? There's just so many fucking names in this game. Cal Khan. Cal Khan. Right. Go. Cass, you can, if you wish to, now
Okay.
is the time to talk.
Okay, Cass is going to turn to Brian and just like kind of take him in and see that he's like,
wearing a
pretty
cloak.
gaunt.
He's like,
Okay, well, what you can see is gaunt. He's wearing a cloak. He's like kind of like huddling, like turtling. It's not a good sign. And she's just going to be like, what has gone on while I've been away?
a lot
Like,
is
as in, like,
going on.
specifically to you. I don't want a whole narrative backstory on everything that's going on. I mean, you flirted with me the other day in the garden. I was like, this is a sure sign that things are bad.
Oh. How would Brian respond to that? Okay. Brian's just gonna look at Cass as if he's like, a lot has gone on. What specifically were you asking about? Looks like he's
Just,
avoiding.
I mean, yeah, she's gonna roll persuasion. She's just gonna be like,
You little dirty.
Oh my god.
Okay, so when it comes to persuasion, obviously,
I have to say
Lily.
something.
yeah, you have to very much specify what you want to hear. And
Yeah.
Lily, if it doesn't align with All Stars' goals, you only have to. You don't necessarily have to reveal all the information, but you could read how earnest Cass is through her attempt to persuade you.
Okay.
So, Cass, would you like to make a persuasion check?
Yeah, so
Fascinating.
what Cass is gonna say is like, I'm really worried about you, and I want you to tell me if there's anything going like badly with you, and like I know your father sent you a letter, and you don't have to tell me what was in the letter, but I need you to just tell me whether you're okay or if I should be worried about you, as if like you're gonna potentially sacrifice yourself or do something like that again. I'm just a little concerned because that was where we left each other last time.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, so 26.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, if it's not against your personal sort of goals, you don't have to say anything, but Cass will know that Cass will be able to understand your feelings a bit better.
Okay. Oh wow. 20.
Oh,
Stop! I'm
Please.
sorry.
Can you please mute that? Oh god, that really hurt.
A 10-second sandstorm sweeps by.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I think Brian's gonna look at Cass. Obviously a lot has happened to all of us. Perhaps I don't handle myself as well as I could, but given the situation, I can't afford to be worried about myself, and you shouldn't worry about me either. And he just smiles.
at that, Cass is just gonna like sidle up to him and like hug him and be like, well, that's nonsense. If you don't look after yourself, then it's gonna cause massive problems for everyone in the group. Not just because we all love you, because we do, but because of other things as well. And also, of course, I've got to worry about you, your best friend, and yeah.
Why had to do this to Brian's heart? It's very fragile.
But Cass knows like Brian isn't always want to talk about it, so she's like, I'm not gonna press you to tell me everything that's going on in your life, because there's all sorts of things happening to all of us, and it's all a bit of a disaster right now. Could even say it's like a disappointment, a massive crew disappointment. Anyway, but just please speak to me or Slya, because we're here to look after you and help you, and I don't want you to completely withdraw and things get worse without us realizing.
Oh. We've got to about this on two fronts. Hold on. Okay.
kind of looking out.
Yes, Emma, continue.
I was just gonna say you're kind of looking out on the views of the city and the sands behind you. It's such an emotional, beautiful, scenic moment.
And Cass makes you a flower, gives it to you. Or gives
Oh,
to Brian.
Brian just like holds the flower. He's very happy.
Okay.
He just nods. I think you get the impression he's probably hiding a few things, but he just leans into Cass and he says, "I'll be alright. And I missed you."
Cass notes that he's hiding something, and she's gonna allow it to kind of settle for now, but she is aware of it and is gonna make sure that she's keeping an eye on him. Let's just leave it at that. But she hugs him too, and then resumes a watch where she is apparently too preoccupied to notice a single thing that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and All-Star, you get like a ping of something in your periphery as you sort of make a turn towards, away from the sandstorm side of the city and towards the city itself. Looking out, you can see the beautiful docks, and you see those sort of terracotta, orangish red buildings illuminated by torches that have been lit in the streets. And you're just looking out, and it's in spite of the war, everything that's happening, it's serenely beautiful, and you get a moment of absolute calm and comfort sweep over you. And then you see a huge Pegasus that looks like a donkey sweep down. And the flower in your hand gets blown out and scatters with the wind.
How dare you?
Cass, you are taken completely by surprise as sort of landing as though it is a landing strip on the top sort of walkway of the city walls. You see a familiar, very, very, very human-looking dragonborn with like red scales and like heavy armor and a sharp-looking sword, kind of like fly to the ground and land in front of you, riding a donkey Pegasus. And
Cass
before
downs
you
2 strong zeros before the Pegasus even lands.
is
Brian looks
your
like he's gonna burst
good
into
friend
tears.
Shrek. You, after spending, however long the last sort of 3 months or so, kind of just, before and after Ender's birthday party, helping fix the country and bring it back to its feet, and now wanting to sort of show the might of a prayer to the world, when Kalkan called for aid during its civil war, Pico Taro himself asked you to go out and help lead your friends, Cass and All-Star, to reinstall the monarchy in Kalkan. That is the basic premise of what's going on. Cass and All-Star, have links to the Empress of Kalkan, and you have brought with you 500-ish soldiers under your command, and more are coming tomorrow.
Yes.
Sweet.
Okay.
Hello,
So,
friends.
Oh no!
The DM leaves.
The DM's like, I'm out of here.
I'm gone.
no, I had to leave.
Yes.
Oh.
So what's happening?
You just said that.
Yeah,
Right, well,
so
you
my
land.
words.
Huh? Okay, yeah. Anyway, it's Shrek. Hello, friends. It is I, Shrekamus Vitasion. It's been a long time since I last seen you all. Brian and Strong Cass. I forgot the name, sorry.
Cass is just like, oh no.
And who do we have here? 3 new friends?
No, just us two.
No, actually, no,
Ah!
Shrek. behind them you see 3 individuals who are all wearing like kind of guards gear, who have like a sort of rambunctious look about them. They look young, they look ready for adventure, and they turn wide-eyed to these saviors of their city, Cass and All-Star, and look, are we to be accepted as part of your crew?
Yes, you are. You are always welcome to come fight with us. What are your names, children?
No,
Cass
Ryan
is just
goes
like
to bed
inwardly
like-
like, you're not stealing these to become
My
your
name-
minions like you did Chrism.
No, Brian's
My
like,
name is
going to bed. Bye.
Sphera, and the other one says, my name is Forbiddance, and the other one says, my name is Force Cage.
All right.
Bloody hell.
Sphere,
What are these
Forbidden,
names?
and Force Cage. What beautiful names. You
Yes.
remind me of one of my comrades called Boba. She also has
Oh.
a very strange name. But
Is she?
you know what?
Is,
She's here.
is she? She's here? Wow! Oh, I'd love to meet her someday. And Shrek, you do see Cass and All-Star leave their watch early?
No,
Like,
Cass
just abandon
didn't.
Okay.
Cass didn't leave.
All-Star
Brian's
just
gone.
leaves. Brian's gone.
Cass is like, as Brian leaves, Cass is like, don't leave
my
me.
I'm sorry.
Forbidden.
Anyway.
Force Cage.
You're Forbidden, Sphere, Forbidden, and Force Cage.
Their names from the spells from the player's handbook, almost.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Cool, cool. So,
Would you like to join us in this expedition?
are we really strong enough to fight on from the front lines?
Yes, you can be.
Emma, you picked the worst,
must
your
fly.
worst section to have bruised ribs for.
It hurts so much. Okay, it's worth it. Am I really strong enough to fight on the front lines? Forbiddance asks.
Oh, you can be part of the cook team. You can provide us with
Oh.
nice food and supplies, and you can clean my sword and my armor.
Make a persuasion check. Hi, George's dad.
Okay, I might tell you, Shrek is a great persuader.
Okay.
He waved back, it worked!
Oh, I did the dad thing. Yes, I love it.
BRB
My dad
guys.
does that all the time. Sure. Okay, roll your persuasion, please.
I got 18.
Oh, they're for it. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. This is the way I can earn glory for my family name. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my lord. And they do a little kneel and they bow to you, Shrek.
We have 3 more allies now.
Yeah.
They were already out.
Yep, they were already on your side, but now they're on Shrek's side. Shrek, you now have the benefit of 3 minions following you around. You
Oh,
can
really?
use them as meat shields if as long as you like kind of take the time to persuade them to do something, they might be able to do it
Yes.
for you. Okay.
Alright, I'll just use the command spell.
Oh my god. Great. So, as Shrek, as you catch up with Cass, should you still have any questions about what the hell is going on here, she does explain them to you, the answers.
Yes.
So do you have any questions about what's going on that I can explain to you?
My questions are, what's happening after the long rest?
Okay.
Well,
After
what's
the
the
long
plan?
rest, you're gonna make a plan of attack, somewhat, of how to defeat the enemy. They haven't actually really done that yet. They've just been sort of organizing alliances and things.
Oh, so, okay,
This can only go well.
Hell yeah.
no problem.
Right. Okay, that's what. Let's say Force Cage tells you that because he hasn't spoken yet.
Yes.
And apparently that's a boy. Sure. I think they're a hive mind entity. So, as the watch comes to an end, Brian, you go to wake up Bluey and Sarazer, who are sort of. You can tell me, Bluey, where are you?
I'd like to be on the bottom bunk somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you can be on
Yeah.
the bottom bunk.
Yeah.
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 Wrapped in like a lot of different blankets.
Yeah.
You hear the door open, and then you look, and you don't actually see Brian first. You see what appears to be an ethereal figure indiscernibly male nor female, just sort of like drifting towards you and sort of peering down and just whispering in your ear, "Hi, I hope you're having a great sleep. Would you like that foot massage now?"
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Foot massage.
No.
Slowly, the figure turns to the other occupied beds and looks at Neff. Neff,
Aren't I
foot
asleep?
massage? Are you asleep? You tell me.
I mean, can you like roll to see if you wake me up?
Sure, I'll do a constitution. These things don't have stats. Let's make them up. 10. I don't think she does.
It's
They
close
do.
though.
Okay. Slya, if you're awake, in your ear you hear. Foot massage?
What have I left to walk back in on? What is going on?
Cass and Brian, you set at separate points. You walk into this room, back where you've been sleeping, and see this ethereal, ghostly figure who you know to be one of the servants of the house, who comes with the demiplane, sort of wandering around and whispering.
Stop.
Foot massage.
I can't take the build up.
So uncomfortable right now.
Oh, Cass is like, yes. Foot massage right here.
She finally looks like fulfilled in her everyday life, and she goes up to you and she gives you, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's the best foot massage you've ever had. And
Oh, Cass is very happy. Is there any way to tip this ethereal figure? Any way to like?
unfortunately, she is mostly incorporeal. All of her energy is going to the tips of her fingers so that she might massage your feet. But she does say at the end she does say, "I have now fulfilled my goal," and she disappears.
Wow, okay.
Did she die? Holy shit.
You can go and look for her.
This is morbid. Okay, meta question. Does this mean that we can infer from these events and occurrences that Sobek really likes foot massages?
Oh no, now I'm uncomfortable.
Because this is like Sobek's made up mansion,
Perfect
right?
mansion, private sanctum. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect mansion.
That's all I needed to
So
know.
you can infer what you want, baby. Okay, so next in the watching, the watch is Bluey and Sarazur. As you are making your way upstairs, Bluey, you pass a fellow Dragonborn. He is wearing very ornate plate armor, inscribed with the head of the dragon Bahamut. Has a big long sword on his back. Is wielding a shield and is making his way down behind Cass. And this is the first Dragonborn you've seen in like a while.
Oh my. Hello.
Bluey.
Yes.
Bluey.
Bluey, meet an old friend, Shrek. Oh, they've already met now at the party.
No,
right?
they haven't. Oh, wait.
No, they did.
Oh, you
like
did,
when-
but like you recognise him, and
Yeah.
it's been a while
Yes.
since you've seen another
Bluey,
dragon.
you know Shrek.
I remember your face. I've forgotten your name. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, don't worry. My name is Shrekimus Vitasio.
Oh my.
I see you're a fellow Dragonborn. You're just like me.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
blue.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
very, 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 very charming. Are you
Oh.
also a paladin?
No, I'm a fighter.
I love fighters. You know, my king Pico Taro is also a fighter. He's one of the best fighters I've ever known. Good to meet you. What was your name?
I'm Blue Sparks. Yes.
Blue Butts? What?
Oh, my ribs, guys! My ribs and spine!
That was actually Queenie talking. I heard Blue Butts.
Bluey Sparks.
Bluey Sparks.
Bluey Sparks. Excellent. Nice to meet you.
I'm not sure
Bluey
that's how.
Sparks.
Very nice to meet you again.
Shrek. Just call me Shrek.
Shrek.
Good. Cass, also as
God,
you're
it's
walking
been a
down,
while.
you do hear another familiar voice.
Ah.
And a set of footsteps as the main door to the mansion, from its open position, in comes a woman who has. So before she had like a sort of half shave going on, she has now fully shaved her head. And has dyed sort of like her scalp sort of like with like tattoos, and blue sort of like coloring, and she looks much less battle worn than when you last saw her, because it has been a significant amount of time, I think, since you guys last met. She is a lot more hench though now. She's got like proper Dorito shoulders going on, and she is wearing sort of very light clothing, no armor, and if she has any possessions, she hasn't brought them with her. But she looks around and her eyes fall on you, and she gives you a grin and a smile, and then comes over and she says to you, "Cass, it's been forever," and pulls you into a hug.
It's like, you made it! And Cass hugs her back.
Okay.
And immediately hands her a strong 0.
She immediately cracks it open. I mean,
Cass has
you're
already got
drinking.
one, so yeah.
Iconic.
And downs it with her.
Downs it with you, yeah. You know me so well.
Cass like, wow, you've put on some muscle there.
Yeah,
and I like
I've
the new
been,
hairstyle.
Thank you. I've been working out, traveling the land, and just generally trying to keep the peace back in a prayer. And it's going pretty well for me.
So left the library then.
I go back every now and again. Who is this one? And she points to Bluey Sparks.
This is
Hello.
Bluey.
Hey Bluey, how are you
Hello.
doing? Hi.
Good.
And are you from Calcan or a prayer or what?
A prayer, Melis.
Oh, cool. That's I don't know. It's a pretty wacko place, but I'd love to hear your story sometime.
Okay.
And she offers you a little.
What's your name? Sorry.
Oh, my name is Boba.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a librarian. How about that?
Is a boba like the tea?
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly like the
You're
tea.
starting to get a real peek into our first game
Oh, yeah.
with Shrek and Boba. For sure. I just came with some of the troops. I'm going to be commanding a battalion myself, actually. I've risen the ranks slightly. A couple of other people you know should be coming, but I'm not exactly who or when, so keep your eyes open. Anyway, I'm going to go sleep. I'm absolutely exhausted. Cass, want to come knock yourself out with me?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Iconic.
See you later, Shrek. Bye, Bluey.
Yes.
Cool. And you guys go off to wherever you want to go off to do whatever it is you wish to do. Right.
Yeah,
Louis,
need to do that part of the game.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Ew.
Let's leave leave that to
We
Louis.
get very uncomfortable.
Very quickly. Bluey, you are met by Sarazer, who says, "Hello." That's more of a throwback. Hello, how are you? Ready to go on a watch?
Did you? Why did you? Did I hear Sobek?
Sorry, no, that was a mistake. That was me. I was
Okay.
trying out my impressions of Sobek. Let me give it a go.
Okay.
Sounds like the funniest character.
Yep, I'm glad you caught my little joke there.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Are you okay?
Okay.
Give him
Alright,
a
I'm
hug.
Oh shit.
To the top of the wall, then. And he begins to escort you up to the city walls.
Okay.
Will you make a perception check, please?
Yes. That's 16.
16. Okay, so Sarah's can make one. Not as good, but okay. Okay, you feel like you have a fairly good handle on everything that's happening, and you look over every now and again. Sarah is quite quiet, and even though if you attempt to every now and again and make passing comments about, how everything's going and something you might have seen off in the distance, but it's not a threat or anything like that. He nods and he responds, but he doesn't really carry a conversation with you unless you were to force it.
Hmm. Hmm. Mate, would you like me to continue the watch? Maybe and you just get a bit more rest.
No, I mean I need to carry out my duty. I need to make sure none of you guys get hurt, and it'd be irresponsible of me if I was to carry on without you, or you were to carry on without me.
Well, it's my duty too. I'm a big dragon.
Then he pats you on the back, Bluey, and he says, "Well then, shall we share the burden?"
You got me there. Yes. Okay.
You don't have to be worried about me. I'm fine.
Bluey doesn't know what to do.
If you don't think if Bluey doesn't think that he's fine, you can roll an insight check, or you could just leave it.
Oh, I could give inside a little go. Just give it a little. Give it.
Why not?
My
Why not?
My +1 to insight. 14.
14. Yeah, he has a little bit of sadness about him. But Sarah's always been a bit sad. I don't know.
You're doing our boy dirty.
So like, oh gosh, so it's just the usual.
He has his happy moments.
You can assume that if it's not the usual, then it's something akin to it, not something serious.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. If there's something else, you manage to continue your watch, and you don't catch sight of anything. Shrek's not there. Shrek, just to let you know, you will have found somewhere to sleep, but you can tell me where that would be. In the hidden mansion or in the guards' barracks. It's up to you.
He is meditating
Okay.
and praying to God.
Bahamut. There we go.
Yes.
Okay. So, but you're for all intents and purposes, you're asleep.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and you two finish your watch without any issue, and the lastly, it's Astra, Slya, even, and Neff.
Yes.
You two
All
wake
three
each
of
other up,
us.
purple pals. Astra, Slya, and Neff.
Me, myself, and I. Okay.
Ore watashi boku. So.
My God, Emma.
I know, I hate myself too. Oh,
Oh, no.
fun of me. So. You go up and do your watch, or is there anything else you want to say on your way, or people you want to see?
Can I go see Zan for a minute?
Sure. Zan actually appears to be in and out of sleep. She seems to be, rather than taking a traditional 4 hours on, 4 hours off, she is taking hour on, hour off, hour on, hour off, having power naps in between. A lifestyle she seems to have gotten used to. She's talking to another guard, a woman you can assume, in a helmet and full armor, who is just told that you can't really hear their conversation unless you want to decide to listen in. But she is there if you wish to ask her anything.
Yes, I would like to approach, I guess, when her conversation's done.
Okay, you wait 5 minutes, and then the other woman sort of gives a nod and walks past you in your direction, and she sort of just nods at you and then moves on.
Um.
And Zan looks
Zan-
over. Oh god, what was her voice? So, Asta, how can I help you?
May I just have a moment of your time?
Sure, just give me 2 seconds. And she sort of just, in her hand, she has like a little letter. She rolls it up, pops it in her back pocket, and moves your way. Do you want to talk here, or should we go somewhere a bit more private, or I don't mind, up to you.
Here's fine.
Okay, shoot. Tell me, what
Yes,
is it you want?
I was thinking about. I needed. I've seen Neff set up a shrine. I guess is the.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could have just set up something like that in the guard barracks. Just somewhere out of the way, just if there was space.
She kind of leans in and she says, to which sphinx?
I don't actually worship any of your sphinxes. I just if I could just have, like, I don't know, a small patch just out in the moonlight nearby.
Make a persuasion check.
Not my finest, but oh, hey. So with my meager +3, that is a 21.
Meager +3. Come on, come along
Dude,
now.
I
know.
I'm not proficient in deception.
So, you were you trying to deceive her?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Right. So, with the persuasion roll, of 21, she kind of looks a bit wary, but she says, "Don't spread it around too much because I've got to keep everything in control here. But I think we might be able to give you some space on the top wall. Come with me." And she leads you up, and that's when I think you reconnect with Neff, who is being inducted now into the guards rota, and she shows you to a small hole. It looks like an arrow slit in the front wall, where an archer might shoot out of. Except it seems to have been like kind of defaced, but not with like graffiti, but with like people like writing messages like, I don't know, like, good luck to all the guards who go, and like, the Sphinx be blessed, etc., etc. But like, it is in like, it seems to be like kind of like a local like tradition sort of place to set up or to establish a sort of connection for good luck, in the same way like rubbing a dog statue nose. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You can set something up here, but make it a little bit inconspicuous if you can, because
Of
that will
course.
just make my life a whole lot easier than having to explain all this.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
No worries. Don't spend too long on it though, because you're in the watch rota now. Okay. All right. Bye. And she leaves.
But can I retcon that I like greeted them as I get reconnected?
Sure. Zan did not really greet you. She was just like, "Your Majesty," and then just kept walking.
Okay, cool. Can I attempt to talk to my deity
How are you doing that?
via prayer?
Okay. Or for the sake of this, I would need you to roll either divine intervention, because that is sort of the only way to actually talk to your deity like mechanically if you really want answers,
Mhm.
or if you're just looking for more like a sign or like encouragement, then you can pray and that should be enough.
Okay, wait, hold on. Just quickly scroll down. What level is... Do I have...
You can't stop the avalanche that's raging down the
I've got an
hill.
idea. Control F, divine... do I not have divine intervention?
No, you
You do,
It's
it's a
under,
cleric
features and
ability.
traits.
A cleric feature. It's something. It's not a spell. It's just something you do
Oh,
once.
it's
You
an
can do
action.
once a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something you can do once
Oh,
a day.
right. Oh my god. As an action.
You've
Request
done this
strategies...
before.
Yeah, roll the percentile dice. I have done this before. Okay.
So
Don't worry, I'm a
roll
dummy.
your 10 dice. Roll your percentile dice and just roll the first one, because if it's not below a, if it's not a 0, then you can't. Well, no, if it's not a 0 or a 1, you can't do it.
Well, 0 or 10, I guess.
No, but
It's 50.
so this one, I mean.
Oh.
No, this.
Yeah.
This one I meant. Yeah. Unfortunately, you feel that tether, you feel that connection, and that hum that you remember being attributed to the Sphinxes sort of appears in your mind, but unfortunately you can't quite understand it or interpret what it means. But if you want to pray just in general for your self-comfort, then you can.
Yeah, okay. I'll pray for my self-comfort.
Sure, okay. You pray as you sort of stand up on this top wall and as Astra is building her shrine. And once you're finished praying, you do feel a sense of connection, yes.
I forgot to ask this. Do I actually know what the name of my Sphinx is? The Sphinx of Abundance?
No.
I don't know, okay.
Well, make it... How
Like-
studious were you when you were in the temple?
Well, I spent time in the library, didn't I?
As in... sorry, I mean, that's not the right word. As in, like, did you ever try and, like, learn a bit more was offered to you? Did you ever try and, like, go out of your way to, like, be a bit of a troublemaker, etc., etc.?
Be a bit of a troublemaker? I'd say that she'd be as studious as possible, but she wouldn't have broken the rules at all. Not while she was a lawful good student.
Right, then I'll let you make it a history check with disadvantage.
Alright. Whew!
Whilst I look it up. Because I have it written down. Only
Okay, that's
Bluey
not very
knows
good.
them all, actually.
Damn it. Okay. 8.
Unfortunately, you do not know.
Alright, cool.
I am going to look it up for my personal like, peace of mind.
Steve, the Sphinx.
Right, so let's say you've called it Steve. Right. So you both need to roll me a good old perception check.
Sweet.
And do I need to roll anything for building the shrine that is designed?
Roll a religion check, please.
Okay. Religion or perception first?
Religion first, perception second.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Do you want to see what Neff's dad looks like? No, Mum looks like Queenie. Her dad. Sarah's
Oh my
I drew a little drawing of it. Look how pretty. She's a pretty person. That's the princess.
I love
Empress.
her. Mom!
Hey, Mom!
I've got to protect her. We can't let her get married.
Oh.
Oh
We cannot.
That's not gonna do for word of recall, I don't think.
no, unfortunately, I think that it's right. The spell doesn't rely on it. But
Okay.
because I think that Astra isn't confident in it.
Yeah. Well,
It doesn't feel like a good last resort. It feels like it should have been better. Or if you're gonna try it, maybe tomorrow might be a better day to do it.
yeah. I kind of think that she doesn't know whether or not to make the shrine to just like Slyan'ssun, or if she should try and make it to the Triad instead.
Right. Okay. I think then with that you kind of make it something in between, a mix, and you're just praying that whoever's watching you that day knows what you intended through this.
Yeah.
But now you can make your perception check.
Oh,
Neff 2, please.
8.
8. Oh.
It's not very
And-
perceptive today.
Astra.
That was an 11 in the tray.
Okay. You managed to make it through most of your watch. It doesn't seem to be much going on around you. Is everyone else having good dreams?
I hope so.
That's an interesting question.
No.
No.
Can I like talk to Slya for a bit before we go back to our thing?
Sure.
Slya, what do you think we should do?
What do you mean in particular?
Well, with regards to, I guess, picking a path forward. I really don't want Mother to get married, to be honest. Nor do I really wish to see the Sphinx myself in person.
Well, did you... I overheard that Osan might have a twin, and she works here. So, did you try and meet her? You might
We
get
could,
along, perhaps?
we could find her in the morning.
Before we return to the Garden of Salt?
I think that might be a good idea. Before we do anything much more unpredictable, let's say.
Indeed.
You kind of notice that it's still quite dark for, what you assume in this climate would be a sort of verging on to summery, sort of spring-like season. The mornings seem to start late here. But you feel that, again, looking out on the city, it's impossible not to feel comforted as you kind of have this conversation together and do spend this time to discuss your future possible options. Neff, you take 32 points of damage as you feel a dagger embed itself right into the base of your spine.
What?
What?
Slya, you take 20 points of damage as you also feel a dagger embed into right your back between your shoulder blades.
Oh no.
Wait,
I need you
you
to roll
said
initiative, please.
Oh my god!
20 points of damage. 2-0.
Slya! Oh my god!
Yeah, Neff, are you okay?
No, are you?
No.
Lex it to us!
I need you guys,
9.
as you look around, to roll that good old-fashioned initiative.
I actually should roll initiative.
Yeah.
That's great.
Unfortunately, though, and I'm going to say this is before you enter into the initiative round, you have a split second where you look around and you cannot see any assailants around you.
We weren't perceptive enough. And yet we have dark vision. What the irony, the cruel irony.
Yeah, it's dark.
Oh, the ribs, no!
Emma takes
That was
10
the
damage.
first wheeze. I'm taking damage every time I open my mouth, to be honest, dude. Okay.
Ow.
Shrek,
Yes.
does a 17 hit your armor class?
Nope.
As the only person who wasn't sleeping in the sanctum, you feel
Yeah.
something ping off the back of your armor during your meditation.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's Bahamut. He's speaking to me. It's a sign.
Okay.
What's Shrek's intelligence, just out of interest?
Oh, Shrek's not really smart, lol.
No, like, what is it?
Oh, it's 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Good.
Wait, that's more than Bluey.
Yeah.
I have a quick question, Emma. Though, what was the to hit for mine?
21.
Ah!
Okay,
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
no worries, no worries. I was just
I checked it on D&D Beyond your
Yeah.
armor classes before I did it to make sure that you knew.
It's cool. It's more surprising that way.
Neff, yours was almost a natural 20. They rolled a 19 on the dice. I was like,
That would've
because
been-
that would have been
Oh.
64 points of damage to you.
Lord.
Shit.
That's some bad
Oh,
karma.
Morella would have been so upset. It's great. Right, so
Neff
initiative
dies.
rolls. Shrek. Do you
Yeah.
really believe it's Bahamut? Because if you want to roll initiative, you don't want to roll initiative,
Okay, no,
you can.
I'll roll initiative.
Yeah,
You just. Okay.
sure.
Cool.
Right,
She was
Shall we
just
roll?
making a funny.
Yeah.
indeed. Oh, they rolled
Right.
shite.
Yes.
Right.
Excuse
So,
me.
Okay,
I'll
no.
25 to 20, please. Okay. Um, 20 to 15.
Are you
Oh
serious?
my.
Oh, do we all just suck?
15 to 10.
Oh!
Oh.
I rolled a 9.
And I rolled an 8.
Oh wait, my
rolled a
plus.
7.
Wait, no, I did roll a 10.
Oh my god! What?
Shrek, you're gonna fit right in the disappointment.
Wait, Emma, I rolled 10. I rolled 10. As in, sorry, I rolled 9.
It doesn't make a
and
difference.
plus- Hey, you never know.
Difference. Unfortunately.
Okay,
Yeah, you never know.
I forgot to add my plus
well,
1 initiative modifier.
Luckily, Shrek is before this bad boy. Literally bad
Okay,
boy.
yay, I didn't roll last.
Who's attacking us? Oh.
Was that a dagger?
Okay, Neff, you look around as you spin around, kind of your adrenaline pumping as this warm pain courses through your veins. This dagger is still sort of just about stuck in the base of your spine until you feel it
Pull it out.
disappear.
I'm bleeding.
You look around for a moment, looking up and down the.
Avril,
What? No!
Did you like her magic dagger?
There are magic daggers indeed. As you look up and down, you can't see anyone, and surprisingly,
Not even with dark
the
vision?
guards on either end of the.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception? 13.
Nope, you can't see anyone. And as you look up and down, surprisingly, even the guards on either end of the
I'll
sort
be
of
back
walkway,
ASAP.
sure, haven't seemed to notice anything is awry.
Okay, I want to call out to the guards. Guards!
Okay, as you call out, I need to know, does. Oh. Oh, it's the same each time.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh no.
Uh,
a good
so in that
phrase.
first round, you should have actually taken 64 points of damage, and Slyer should have
Oh,
taken 40. Shrek, you took
Exactly.
none.
Wait,
Right.
oh no.
Oh!
It's
Okay,
an assassin.
I was-
So,
Okay,
I missed it.
can if
I didn't
that's
read that
the
last
case...
it's not your turn. I was just giving you Flavor a chance to look around.
Okay.
Does.
Oh no.
The
21
clerics.
hit you?
Did you realize
Oh,
you
shit,
actually
you're
did
both
a critical?
clerics. No, I mean, I knew it was something like that, but I didn't read.
I went from
just
being
forgot.
fully, I was rested, I was like, this is a nice night, to literally almost being dead.
Oh,
I can't reincarnate anymore.
You know,
Don't worry, it's all
I was,
good.
I was
It's
thinking,
fine. We'll make
was
it
thinking-
21. Does 21 hit you?
You should sleep.
It does
outside.
not. Yeah, it hits.
Oh.
21
Oh,
hits, and it
shit.
hits very, very strongly.
Take 9 points
Oh.
of piercing damage. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
I don't like this.
oh no.
There it is.
All right, let's do some con saves, which is not a good save for me.
Roll, dude.
Wait, sorry, can
dirty
I just,
20?
Okay, you're
can I
fine.
just-
But I
Wait,
take
so where
9
are
points of
we positioned?
piercing.
So you do not see anything happening around you other than you feeling that clink on the back of your armor. You are
Like,
currently
Are we all together?
you're not with them. You said you were meditating.
Okay.
So you can tell me whereabouts you are if you want to specify exactly. I was
don't know
assuming you were
what
just in the
place-
main sort of area,
Yeah,
the
I'll
main
just
guard-
in the main area.
the courtyard or the main area, sure. Okay, so that area, I'll explain it when we get to your turn. Well, actually, Shrek, you kind of feel that ping on the back of your armor, and you look around and you can't see anyone you think. What's your passive perception?
It's really shit. Don't worry about it.
Cool. Well,
Has anyone died?
Thomas.
no, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
So, oh gosh. As you look around, you can't see anyone, but from somewhere, you can't exactly pinpoint where you hear a and you feel a pierce behind you. It doesn't. It doesn't hit you. You feel something pierce and lodge itself in the clinks in between your plate armor, but you are not harmed. And you look behind you and you see an arrow sticking out of your shoulder pauldron. Next in the order is Neff. Oh, I need to roll stealth.
Okay, how far from Slya am I?
Right next to each other.
Right next to each other. Alright.
Don't do it again. I can't. You're gonna do it
No,
again.
I'm not. No.
I felt like you were gonna do it again. I really do.
No, I want to do, with one arm on my, where am I bleeding from? My back. I guess I'm just like clutching myself and like kneeling over. 6th level.
Yep.
Mass cure wounds.
Okay.
Gosh.
Which has
Mass cure wounds.
Do I have that?
choose up to. Okay, I choose the creature, so myself and Slya will regain. Let's find out. Wait, hold on, please. Text box, go away. Okay. This is 4d8 plus 3. Ooh, okay. That is 2 plus 6 is 8 plus 1 is 9 plus 5 is 14 plus 3 is 17. So we regain 17 points. Woo!
Right. Okay. As you look around, you have your bonus action still. Is there anything you want to do?
Can I just look around to see if I can see where? I don't know. I need.
Usually,
Okay.
I would say that a sort of a check to see, to perceive.
Oh, that's that's an action. No, yeah, that's
action. If you have anything else that would help you or anything.
Can I move under some cover? Where are we?
Sure. You're on the top of the guards' watch, sort of the city walls, where there is a walkway that's about 15 foot along.
Actually, wait, hold on. Which way am I facing?
Whichever way you want to be.
Well, wouldn't it make a difference based on the fact that I go in the back?
Surprisingly, no.
But I don't know that though, do I?
No. You don't know.
Okay.
You would assume that whoever threw that was behind you.
Yeah. So I'll.
Because it obviously hit the back.
If there's like railing, or not railing, but like walling on the sides of where we're standing, can I like just kind of duck under where I would presume the arrow came from?
Oh, you want to go towards where the arrow came from?
Well, I just want to like.
Okay.
If it came from like if it was shot from my perspective, like let's say I was facing south and it hit me coming north, then I want to kind of
Sure.
hiding. You know, I just want to move a little bit and like hide somewhere.
Okay, that's fine. For sure. You kind of sort of align yourself along the wall near one of those arrow slots that Sly you've been seeing dotted around here. And in fact, next in the order is Slya. You feel yourself reinvigorated with how many hit points?
17.
17 hit points.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my action to cast Thaumaturgy, and with that, I'm gonna make my voice boom to yell out, "Sound the alarms!"
Okay. You open your mouth. Oh fuck!
That's not what Slya said.
Of course,
Hang on.
that we're gonna die.
Oh no.
I need to check one thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's fine. It works.
In trouble.
Just roll me a d20 for. Just roll a general d20 for me, Astra, please.
Okay.
Oh no.
Slayer.
Astra and Slya.
Sorry, Slya.
Both of you roll,
Both.
alright? We need everybody into this.
Just a straight d20.
Yes.
Oh.
6.
Okay, as you let your voice ring out, you look around, and the guards on either side do sort of peek up their heads and like look around. About 5 or so of them look around, but they can't seem to look. They don't seem to see or realize where the sound is coming from. They know your general direction, but they can't seem to pinpoint where you are.
Okay.
Right.
But they do hear sound the alarms, so
They hear sound the alarms, and you see one of them does run down the steps. Right.
and
Next, go on.
I would like to use my bonus action
Mhm.
to summon a spiritual weapon.
Yay!
Cool.
First time.
Have you
Hey.
done this? You haven't.
Nope, this is the first time, and it is in the form of La Chancla,
Yes! I've been waiting.
Chancla. What is
the
that?
giant shoe.
Chancla. A giant shoe.
Yep.
Okay.
Chancla?
I don't actually know what La Chancla is, but I'm just assuming
It's-
it's shoe.
It's a sandal.
It's the mum weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, a shoe! I thought you meant shoe as in the Pegasus shoe, our friend's shoe.
No,
Like shoe.
no,
bear.
Have you seen like Coco?
Yes, yeah.
When the
giant
grandma
shoe,
goes
okay.
after the
Yeah.
mariachi. Stay away from
Okay,
my
so
son.
Yeah, stay
Stay away from my son. Okay, right. You do hear, you do see a shoe appear atop of your head. You can't see anything to attack though at the moment, I'm afraid. Passive perception's real bad, dudes.
It's real bad. But I have
Shrek.
a giant shoe.
Wait,
Yes.
Oh. You hear from the top of the sort of guards towers walkway, the voice of someone you haven't heard
Yeah.
from in a long time. Perhaps you recognize it. It's very hard to tell.
Maybe not, because I'm a bit dumb.
You're a bit dumb. You don't recognize it.
Yeah.
Saying, "Sound the alarm."
Okay. I decide to go towards that, where I heard the sound. So the
Okay, as you rush up to the staircase with your movement, you'd have to
Yeah.
dash if you wanted to get all the way up there.
I will dash and I will use my bonus action
Mm-hmm.
to cast Shield of Faith around me.
Okay, cool. You can target. Can you target more than one person with that, or is it just you?
I don't know where anyone else is.
That's true.
Right.
There are
Yeah,
other
so I can
guards,
only-
but that's fair. Sure.
So I'm just gonna target
right, So as you
myself.
get up there, this is what you see. You kind of have a quick look around. It's not proper perception checks. Unfortunately, you're able to find anyone, but you
Mhm.
see 2 or 3 guards on the side that you just ran up from, looking shaken and looking around, like trying to figure out where that noise came from. The other side, you see people rushing down the steps as if to go into the garrison or down into the courtyard.
Mhm.
You see in the center just nothing.
Okay.
And
When you say nothing, do you
what?
mean just there's like nobody there, or is it like
Nobody
a
there.
hole?
nobody
Right.
there. Nobody there. Just nothing. Just the walkway continues as far as we're aware. Right. Shrek. That's your
Yes.
go? Ooh. Does 20... I think it's a 4. 24 hit you. It might just, right? With all your shit.
Does it? What if it's the same?
What?
Does it
Meets
hit-
it, beats it. Are you wielding
No.
your shield, though? You need
I
to
am
wield your
wielding my
shield with a
shield.
bonus action. Just...
But hey, you
could-
didn't say
okay.
this.
Sorry, it's a general rule, but I'll say in your first turn, you had a moment to do it. Okay, so you're wielding your shield. 24 meets it, beats it. So
Yeah.
you take. Oh gosh, it's not that much. Oh, actually, it'd be a crossbow from this distance. So it's actually no, it's still 24. Right. So you take 10 points of piercing damage,
Wow.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Yes. I'm meaty. 19.
Meaty boy. 19. Okay. Oh, it's too many dice. Come on. Ugh. Where are all my d6s? Okay. 5,
What is even happening?
8.
Being ambushed.
I can't do anything to help you guys.
It's okay. I hope you guys are having good dreams though.
No.
16.
What sort of
Cass and
sadistic thing
Boba
was
would
like?
probably be awake, so would they have heard the alarm?
Are you guys getting hammered or what are you guys doing?
Brian's sleeping alone
20.
with shoes.
We're having a lot
11
of fun.
points. You take 11
Right.
points of poison damage as
Okay.
you feel a crossbow bolt. This one just gets a little bit further, managing to stick into that hole that the first crossbow bolt already had.
Okay.
Cass and Boba. Now the thing is, you're inside the mansion,
I see.
which
Okay,
is
I'm
a
with
different
you.
plane of existence. So you wouldn't necessarily be able to hear unless you had specific impetus to leave.
No.
Yeah, it's up. I mean, yeah. So Shrek, that is what happens to you, and then oh, what is your passive perception?
Me.
Yeah,
11.
Oh,
Hells yeah.
never mind. You don't see anything. Jeez. Right. Okay. Neff, as you're sort of standing on top of this watchtower, looking around,
No, I was hiding, man. I wasn't looking around.
you're hiding. You can't technically be hiding because it's a mechanical thing, but you can attempt to be hidden as best as you can.
I'm like in a
Just
fetal
like-
position.
For sure. Oh gosh. Okay, from very close to you, you feel something move. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have rolled that. Okay. Oh, it might not hit you. 14.
Meets it, beats it.
14, you're out of the class!
And that's boosted currently. Which I don't think it should be because that was from when I had a
As-
click. So that should be a 13 actually.
A dagger. No, but I think we established that everybody was still wearing their cloaks.
Okay.
I took mine off.
Oh god.
They all sort of changed
Hey,
clothes.
try and save.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save your friends. Okay.
That's okay, it would have hit
right.
me anyway.
Oh.
So, right.
Do it.
Okay.
Hit me, barkeep.
I don't really want to roll it.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I can take it. Bring it on.
You take 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Make a Constitution save.
All right, let's make
You take.
a Constitution save. 9.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I rolled not very well.
Hang on.
Don't worry, I'm still alive. It's fine.
How are you going?
I'm bleeding
Look at me.
profusely, but I can still stand. For now.
This is hard. This is hard to not be.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hit me.
Oh,
Hit
no.
me. Do
Hang
it.
on. I want to check something.
No, don't hit her again.
Well, I was con saving something.
Oh.
Have we gone up a level?
Yeah.
Level 12.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna
I did.
quickly
I thought I
add a
told
level.
you that. Okay. Yeah. Do
No.
that. Sorry.
That's okay. I will get beefier.
Oh, bye.
You had to go to get beefier. Is it?
Neff,
Yes.
you feel the dagger find purchase right beneath your collarbone, and
Aw.
there's a burst of blinding white pain and your vision blurs in front of you, and you collapse onto the ground, taking 43 points of damage.
Oh shit.
Ow!
Okay, hold on. I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So I have 18 hit points.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
shit.
I checked before.
Okay.
I checked. You're unconscious.
So 40,
So here's what happens
43.
now. 43.
Okay,
Here's
okay.
what happens now.
Oh my
From this point on, after each turn, you'll be making you're making death saving throws.
Okay.
You just have to roll above a 10.
Why is this
You just have to roll above a 10.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yay! You just said yay!
Yeah,
Lily.
yay! I love people.
Oh
Queenie!
my god.
Yeah,
Queenie,
people dying.
no.
That's fun.
Oh, Lorella and Sarah's gonna die! Okay, it's fine.
What?
Cool. Content. Sarah's is gonna actually die if he, like...
Alright, the force of the blade knocks me to the ground. And I'm immediately
blade knocks
knocked.
to the ground, and you are bleeding out. Astra, you see this too. Shrek, what's weird is you hear it. You hear noises as if there's something there. And you kind of feel like you should try and go and look, but then you feel something, or you hear something behind you.
Mhm.
Nope. Fucking hell. Neither of them hit you.
Oh yeah.
Your stupid armor class, as you feel an arrow just deflect off from the back of you.
Oh no.
And why are they doing this? Okay, and unfortunately, spin around looking, you can't see where it's coming from with your terrible
With my
terrible
shitty
passive
perception.
Right. Okay, and then next in the order, Neff, make a death saving throw, please.
Alright, cool. So how do I do this? I roll a d20, and I just have to get...
You roll a d20.
Okay, so success is above 10, and failure is 10 or below.
Yep.
Okay. 1 success.
Okay. Good on you.
Ah!
Okay.
So 14.
Astra, it's your go. You see Neff collapse to the ground beside you, bleeding out.
So he's gonna do a cure wounds first level on Neff.
Okay. Roll some HP. Neff, you feel yourself beginning to stabilize in your unconscious state as life is sort of gradually returning back to you.
That is a sorry. Panic is killing my brainwaves. It's 9. You get 9 HP back.
Yeah.
So how does this work? Do I actually, like, heal myself?
No. So you feel your eyes kind of like open up as though you are like kind of coming back to consciousness. But you're not able to do anything yet. It's not your turn. Astra, is there anything else you'd like to do? You've got your spiritual weapons out, looking around.
I can't see anything to hit though with the spiritual weapon. No?
Do you know what? I think Neff's one didn't actually roll stealth at the end of its go, so I'm just going to quickly check that. 19. 19.
Okay,
mind.
lads, I am very sorry, but I feel like if I don't go, I will be killed forevermore. So I'm gonna have to go, I'm afraid.
Okay, don't worry. We're
I'm
gonna
really sorry.
yeah.
Stay strong.
Fine.
Because this is like really exciting, and I want to be a part of this.
Fine. Watch
Mum.
the YouTube video later. Watch the YouTube video, and we're not gonna go on too long today because I've got a lot to do. But we should.
Okay, nobody die. Looking at Neff.
I make no promises, but I'll try.
Let's try and save them.
Neff from
Save
death.
Neff.
Alright,
2K6.
I'm very
2K6.
sorry, lads.
Don't worry about it.
Quinny, you better come back for the next game as well.
Gonna enslave some more people.
I mean,
Oh,
Cass
oh,
may not like
good.
Shrek, but
That's
I like you, so come back. Right, love you all. Bye.
Bye. Bye. All right.
Oh.
Can I attempt to roll with disadvantage, just like swinging this huge shoe around?
Yeah. What's the range on it?
It's 60 feet.
60 feet. And where
Oh.
are you aiming it? Tell me, describe to me where you want to swing it. You are
Kind
on
of.
a 15-foot across walkway with two sort of like waist-high walls on either side. The walls have arrow slits in between on one side facing the sand. The side facing inwards, they have sconces and torches on the other side. It's mostly shadowed area. To the left of you, you have a slight curve in the wall which leads to a set of stairs going down into a courtyard below. To the right, the wall just continues on. So that's what you've got. Where are you swinging it?
Probably right behind, like in the area behind Neff. Just
Okay,
assuming that
roll
there's going to be an attacker there.
roll an attack with disadvantage.
Okay. I'm real sad it was with disadvantage I rolled a nat 20.
But
But,
it's the DC is going to be really high for this.
No, I know. So with disadvantage, that is... It's a dirty 20 with disadvantage.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yay for a +8 bonus.
Oh my god.
Okay, I mean, rolling to swing to hit an invisible target, I think that as you swing it, you do feel like a blip of something. Like you feel like, oh, okay, that general direction, maybe. But I'm going to say it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit because this is
Okay.
a target that's hidden, is invisible, and you're just swinging wildly. Even with a dirty 20, I was looking for something more in like the 22, 23.
That's fine.
Or a natural 20. But that being said, you do feel a blip and a general direction. So
Okay, so I've got an
that
idea.
direction is which one? Well, which direction were you aiming for? As in, like the arrows? Not the arrow. The dagger coming at you direction, or the daggers that have been aiming at Neff direction?
The daggers that have been aiming at Neff direction.
Okay, that direction is right by the arrow slits along the long side of the wall, but it's somewhere within that sort of 30 or 40-foot area, right next to Neff.
Okay.
That's what you have. Next in the order is Shrek.
Ah, yeah.
You can
Where am
you see
I?
everyone. So you are on top of the walls, the city walls. The walkway is
Yeah.
15 foot across, and
Okay.
you see guards around you beginning to sound ding 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 as alarms begin to go off across the wall. Below, people begin to look around, drawing their weapons, looking for signs of conflict. You get the impression within the next 2 rounds or so, the word will have been spread enough to the extent that Louis, Brian, you start to hear people rousing around you, but you don't know what that means or just yet. Right.
So where am I in relation to the other two that I was running towards?
So the other two, wait, as in Neff and Astra?
Yeah.
You
'Cause-
can't see them. You don't know. You're on top of the wall. You see the other end of the wall where there are some people now sort of looking around and sort of rushing. And you see beside you a few guards who are beginning to mobilize as well. But there's a stretch in between where there's appears to be just empty. No one's there. So you could talk to the guards next to you, or you could talk to the guards in front of you, or you could look for who's ever trying.
So first I talked to the guards next to me. Have you spotted any arrow-wielding people?
I think with that, I think that's going to manifest itself in a perception check. Because you're getting help, I'll allow you to make it with advantage. Yeah, I'll allow you to make it with advantage because you're getting help.
Okay. 18.
18?
Yeah.
You look around, and with the guard's help, it's Force Cage. With Force Cage's help, you look around. And he like bashes you on the arm and like just points very gingerly. And you see, just hanging from one of the sconces behind a banner, which has a sphinx crest on it and a rising sun, which you know to be the Kalkan flag. You see just a slight ripple of unnatural movement and a hand adjust its position. This is on the inner wall to the courtyard. So it's about 20 foot away from you.
I'm gonna storm towards it, and I'm going
Okay.
to.
You're getting to the extent of your sort of actions. You have a bonus action and you have your movement.
I have a bonus action. Oh shit, that was my action.
Yeah,
Never
so
mind. I'll walk
making
towards
checks for your
it,
movement.
and
So in order to walk towards it, what happens is, as you make your way across this, along this, sorry, I have to roll for Force Cage too, because he's following you.
Force Cage.
As you make your way towards this, this figure that you've just spotted just out the corner of your eye, didn't get so good on his perception that time, on their perception that time. You feel yourself pass through something cold, and like you feel like you should look away. You feel like you shouldn't be walking through here. I just need you to make a general wisdom check, please.
Oh, why wisdom? Wisdom check, eh? 12.
12. 12 is actually enough.
Oh.
No. 12 is actually enough.
Oh.
As you manage to push your way through, you see in front of you Neff lying on the floor, surrounded by pools of blood. Astra sort of like swinging wildly, like looking around to see, and like kind of in this general direction on the other side of the wall. And Astra, you see Shrekamus rushing forwards to lend you aid. It appears. Shrek, you still have a bonus action.
My bonus action is I'm going to cast. Breathe. I'm going to cast Branding Smite.
Is that a bonus action or
Bonus
is it an action?
It's a bonus action.
Okay, is it a bonus action to cast it, or is it a bonus action to... Hang on, I need to check.
Oh, actually, sorry. I uncast it. Sorry. It's after I hit
That's
something,
fine.
I can use the bonus action.
Yeah.
My
Don't worry
bad.
about that.
I'm gonna use
But
my...
you are... Yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use... Sorry, bear with me. To use heroism. Oh, not heroism, divine favor.
Okay, you want divine favor from Bahamut.
Yeah.
So roll a...
One. This is a spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a 1d4.
Okay,
For extra damage next time I hit.
for sure. Right, okay,
One.
you feel
Hell
that.
yeah.
You can roll it after you hit. Don't worry about that.
True.
If you...
Okay.
Don't worry. But so you feel the power of Bahamut surge through your veins, as you are empowered, looking towards this figure who is hanging on the other side of the wall, on the inside of this this tapestry that he's sort of like shrunk himself against. Right. Next in the order. Okay. Next in the order is Shrek. You feel, as you're kind of tracking your eyes on this enemy, you see them pull out a crossbow and aim it slowly towards you with one hand, and then their eyes kind of connect with you and widen, realizing they've been seen. They're going to hit you anyway.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Doesn't
Hello.
hit with a 17. And that these things are just bouncing off you.
Nah.
And you watch as the what you can assume is an assassin of some kind looks around to either side and lets go of the tapestry, drops down. It's going to make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Right. You've seen the general direction that you that it went into, so I'm going to say that the next attack, should you wish to make an attack against it, you're going to have to go down and look for it again. But I'll let you do that with advantage or a bonus action. We'll figure it out as we sort of turn to that point. Right. Next in the order is fucking Force Cage.
Force Cage!
Who's going to look? Oh, Force Cage taps you on the shoulder. Oh. Shrek. Force Cage taps you on the shoulder and points down and is like, "It's over there!" And you see, like, sort of crouching behind a barrel on the lower level is that same figure that you saw. With... I didn't give him stats.
Oh.
I mean, I think he just doesn't do anything. I think he just kind of waits for you to do something. He'll hold a short sword attack until something comes in range that he can see. Right. Next in the order. Ugh. Does it keep doing this? All right. Neff, you just coming back to consciousness now. You look around and you see there's just like a blur of movement. You see a dragonborn like rush into your field of vision. You see Slya like looking around like kind of drastically. And you begin to sort of just about summon the courage to get up again. When you feel just out the periphery of your vision, you see something dash across the walkway, and as it does, you feel another dagger lodge itself into your side. It's rolling real well.
Okay, hold on. Before you continue, I have a quick question. When I was healed for 9 HP, do I actually get the 9 HP back, or do I?
You get 9 HP back.
All right, sweet.
You're at 9 hit points. Actually, I need to tell you one thing. Let me just check the chart.
Because I was just wondering if I'm like rolling for death, am I just like stable or yeah?
I think the death counter resets after every time you pop up.
Yep. I'm just checking one thing.
Do I have any like cool sick visions as I was like dead for a bit?
Well,
almost?
you do. Something does happen.
Okay.
But I just need to tell you. I need to just like troll. I need to
troll me.
Roll me something.
Please do not.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I have a feeling I'm about to die again. Almost.
Well, we'll see about that.
I can always miss.
I could always miss. This time he didn't, though, I'm afraid. With a 15 on the dice.
Yeah, I got hit.
With +6. I'll roll this and then I'll tell you what you need to do.
Okay.
Okay. Oh gosh, it's real bad. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay. And you feel this time no poison seems to sort of spread through its system, and this dagger doesn't disappear. It seems to be just a regular dagger. As you can assume, this person, whoever it is, was moving to a more advantageous position, something along those lines. With your experience in fighting creatures before, it's gonna make a stealth check, not with advantage. Okay. What's your 13 for passive perception, Neff?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, you see that blur head down across the walkway, but you do not take a beat on it. You can't figure it out. Right. Next in the order is right. So Slya, as you are looking around, I think that you do see a blur of movement cross the walkway right where Neff was lying, and you see the attack, but it disappears around over the inner wall as quickly as it came. You're looking around and you can't quite get a beat on it. Oh! Okay.
What? I don't know what that sound means.
That was loud.
You hear something else coming up over the walls behind you. As you turn around to see what it is, you do get a proper look in the face of a figure all in black. The only visible sort of features are the eyes, which are crystalline blue, and it's all
the white
completely
wolf.
wrapped.
Sorry.
Completely wrapped in black. You can't tell what it is. And as you make eye contact with it, turning around this just at the right time as the short sword comes up through into your stomach. Natural 20. 26.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that hits.
hello, death. One more time.
Is that a critical hit?
It was a
Yes.
critical hit. With a short sword. 2.
Hello,
So it's-
darkness, my old friend.
Hello,
I
darkness,
didn't
man.
think we'd be dying this game.
I didn't either.
And then everyone died. The
Well,
end.
I did send assassins, but. Oh, wait. Sorry, make a constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
The assassins versus 2 clerics and 1 very strong guy who just appeared.
The
Okay.
guards are sounding the alarm, so you get the impression soon people will be arriving up.
17.
Oh, just made it.
I'd say, for any of
Okay.
this. Oh.
Okay. So,
What's the damage?
so this would have been halved, but because it's a critical hit, it's just straight.
Okay.
Wait, are both Neth and Slea going to be unconscious?
I'm conscious. I'm conscious.
You take 50
Okay.
points of damage.
Oh!
Okay. Slea!
As are you still up?
Yes, I am.
Oh, thank God.
Barely.
You take 50 points of damage as this short sword just comes up into your rib cage and just twists ever so slightly. You feel the life being sucked out of you. This is a savage hit. And it gets yanked out. And whoever it is pushes you back and rushes over inside the wall and jumps down.
Am
And
I
they
close
managed-
to Nef?
You're right next to her.
Okay. Cool.
Shrek, you see all this happen.
Okay. Am I close
Dude.
enough?
You will be when it comes to your turn, but I'm just so you
Yeah.
know, you see everything's going on. Neff, it's your go.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is really bad. I'm in a lot of pain. Holy. Okay. Right.
Indeed.
So with actions and bonus actions, can I? Is it that I can do
Either-
an action and then a bonus action, or is it a cantrip and a bonus action?
Any order you want. Any order you want. It doesn't matter whether you move, bonus action. It doesn't matter if you action, move, bonus action. So long as you do that combination in some format, it's fine.
Okay. Okay. Let me just quickly. I'm gonna kind of reach out my hand and cast 5th level mass healing word.
Oh,
Wait, am I
You
within
guys.
range?
You
Yeah.
are.
yeah. What your 10 points back or whatever it was you were hit with.
It was,
Yes.
I mean, it's 60 feet, so I can restore
Yeah.
all 3 of
Diana.
us to some degree. It's not gonna be very much. It's 3d4 plus 3, but it's something. Okay, so that's
Okay.
a 1 plus a 2, which is 3, plus 1, which is 4, plus 3, 7. We get 7 points back. Let's go. 7
Hell
free points.
yeah.
7
5th
points.
level spells, dog.
I more than doubled my HP. Okay.
That's something.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me
God.
just check.
Panicking.
At
Do
the
I-
end of this round, you'll start to hear what's happening.
Okay. Do I know at all where any of
Yeah.
anything is aside from us? Like, do I know where the threats are, or do I have no idea?
All you've seen is that one blur of movement heading towards the inner wall of the wall you're in. I'm going to draw you a little map just to help you.
Yes, please. I'm so confused.
Well, okay, doesn't matter. That was my bonus action, so I'm just like asking out of curiosity. But while you're looking or
That's
drawing
fine.
the thing, I will cast 5th level Mass Cure Wounds.
But
Yes. No, what's up?
okay, so you cast Mass Healing Word as your bonus action. You can't cast anything that is higher than a cantrip for.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking before. That's what I wasn't sure about. Okay.
Yeah.
So right, this is the courtyard you were meditating in, Shrek.
Yeah.
This is a building. This is a little doorway
Uh-huh.
into it.
Yeah.
This is the wall. It curves around. It's at a corner. You guys are up here
Mhm.
on a wall. It's about 60 or 70 foot up. This is a
Okay.
staircase, which is why you had to dash to get up there.
Oh.
You guys are in this area. These little squiggly lines. I mean, well, you can figure it out. There is something here, which is what was preventing you from seeing them before. There
Yeah.
were people here who rushed off in this direction to sound the alarm. Force Cage and his friends were here, and they rushed. Other than Force Cage, they rushed down here to sound the alarm and into this building.
Wait, so does Force Cage get a turn as well?
Yeah, he took his turn to show you where the assassin was,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, so just to...
and now he's holding an attack until something comes in range. Oh, something would have come in range. The assassin. Ha! Force Cage!
Wait.
Let's give him a +3.
Okay, to double
What?
clarify, so what I was asking before was if I cast a bonus action spell, then I can only
Yeah.
use a cantrip after that, not an actual action spell.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that's what I was asking. In that case, I wanna cast
Force Cage doesn't hit.
resistance on Slya.
Is resistance a bonus action?
It is a cantrip. I already casted my bonus action first.
Okay, then that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mass Cure
So,
for Mass.
once
Mass
before
Cure
the
Wounds is a bonus?
spell ends, which is up to a minute, and it's a concentration cantrip. So if my concentration is broken, it doesn't count anymore. But you can add a d4 to a roll. Sorry, you
Saving
roll a d4
throw.
and add the thing to one saving throw of your choice.
Right.
And you can roll the die before or after making the saving throw.
Did you cast Mass Cure Wounds?
Let me scroll down. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah.
It was
That's an
Healing
action.
Word.
Healing word.
It was
Mass Healing Word?
Yeah, healing word. 'Cause it was
yeah.
3d4
Mass
plus
Healing Word.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Cure Wounds would have been a
Yeah.
much more
I was gonna say
hefty-
Yeah. It was 3d4 plus 3, not
Sure,
3d8
that's
plus
fine.
3. Yeah.
that's fine. Okay. So, you cast resistance. So bear that in mind next time something tries to hit you.
Yep.
Astra, it's your go.
Okay, I'm going to pull Neff to me,
Mhm.
and basically, Slya is just holding on to Neff and says, "Don't move," and is going to drop her darkness bubble around the pair of them.
Oh, good. Okay, that's good.
Drop
All
what?
right.
So,
Darkness bubble.
yeah, Slya is the only one who can see into this, and anybody who tries to attack us in it should probably have disadvantage, I guess. I don't know.
Can I see out of it, or am I also blinded?
No, you're blinded. That's why Slya is holding on to you. She's saying,
Okay.
"Stay with me."
Shrek
Thank you.
Okay.
is also encapsulated in this bubble, I'm afraid. Unless
what is
you're
this bubble?
angling it, you can angle it from you, away from Shrek, if you want to.
Honestly, it's just gonna be centered on like Slya and Neff, so it's gonna be a
Okay,
15-foot radius around us.
I think Shrek, you're just outside of it. So Shrek, what you see is a sphere of darkness appear over where you initially saw Neff and Slya sitting down.
And you just
Astra, is there
hear
anything else you'd
sobbing.
like to do?
Oh,
Oh.
I want to save you.
Right.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
so is that sphere like I can't go into it or something?
You can.
Huh?
272. You can, but you'll be blinded.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Right, Neff, real quickly, because I was supposed to do this before, but I didn't. Yep. Can you roll me a D20?
Yes, I can. Just a raw one.
Yep.
12.
Okay. That's fine. You would have seen, Astra, that where she's been hit along, I think where that last dagger hit her, just kind of right by the collarbone, has like savaged this area, and it's gonna leave the worst scar you've ever seen, dude. Literally, it's gonna be so bad.
On wait, who?
On me.
On Neff.
On Neff.
Neff.
Okay, on Neff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woohoo.
Okay.
I've always
Right.
wanted to tell you.
Okay. Next in the order is Shrek. You're
Shrek
starting to see
sighs
now
in
people are gathering in the courtyard below as well.
Shrek sighs in exasperation and walks towards the sphere of darkness.
Okay, you walk in.
And
You
then
definitely have enough.
And
Go
then he says, "Friends, stay within 10 feet of me."
Okay.
Shrek, you're gonna be blind.
Yes, because I have an aura of protection, which gives you a +4 bonus to all saving throws,
Oh, that's
and
really
you
kind.
can't be charmed or frightened. I'm just
Okay, I'm gonna say that's verging on action territory if you say any more. But I'll let you do that I'll let you communicate that as a bonus action. You've used your
Then
movement
I
half a bit or
cast-
so. Yep.
Yeah.
You still have about 15 foot of movement, by the way.
Oh no, I just and then I cast Beacon of Hope, which
Nice.
Everyone within that sphere. So
Mhm.
everyone in that sphere has a advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and
Nice.
Ooh.
gains maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. So whenever you cast a healing spell, you just get the max amount.
Oh,
Yeah, I love that.
oh my
That's
god.
what I was like, oh no,
Wow.
why did
Dude,
you
I'm going
cast the
crazy
sphere?
on my next turn.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Any number of creatures within range, you don't need to be able to see them. So
Yeah.
you guys feel that vitality come over you, and you feel that protection from Bahamut that you've not felt for quite some time. Swoop down.
I feel neither charmed nor
Um,
frightened by Shrekamus.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Right. With that, Brian and Bluey,
Awake. They're awake.
Awake.
you are roused awake as by the sound of like the alarm ringing through Sobek's mansion as he thrusts the door open. You see Boba shouting, "Where's Shrekamus?" and someone from outside saying, "I saw him run upstairs to the top of the wall." It's Sphera, why not?
Oh.
You kind of look around and you can tell there is an air of urgency and something is happening.
Okay.
You do not see your friends
Picking up
other than
all the
Bluey.
weapons. Just
Can I tell Shu to stay behind and stay safe? And then
Sure.
I can't see Slya, right? I would have assumed that Brian would probably sleep near Slya, and he's noticed she's not there.
Well, she was out on watch.
Okay. Well, she knows. Okay, he knows she's on watch.
At
then.
this point, I would like you guys both to roll initiative because
Okay.
now that you've registered this at the bottom of the round,
13
just
plus
so we can put you in there.
that. Wait, I have a new sheet now. It's still the same initiative bonus. Okay, 14.
14. Okay,
16.
nice.
Ooh.
Brian, Lucifer. Great.
Blue and ice.
Blue
Join the
and
battle.
ice. Right. Okay. As you're sort of wandering around, you see a. What does he look like? Tall, pale-skinned, emo fringe, dyed black hair, half elf, who you recognise to be Force Cage. I don't know. Running forward, sort of squeezing on some chainmail armor, and he comes up to you and he says, "There's something happening outside. Shrekamus disappeared." And that's his action. I guess.
Who's attacking us? Can I ask?
No, you can't because that would be on your turn.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, he runs through the entrance to the mansion, like ah. Brian, Force Cage kind of like puts a hand on your shoulders and it's like, I don't know what to do, ka-chunk, and you feel a dagger withdraw. And does 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So you feel a dagger kind of dig in between your ribs. Why am I on the lingering injuries and not the assassins? Sorry. There we go. Okay. 18 hits you.
Yeah.
It's a little dagger. You take 6 points of piercing damage. And... Oh. Sorry, actually, scratch that. Oh my god. 11. 8, 19, 20, 38. You take 50 points of damage. Oh,
Bit of a
piercing.
difference.
You take 6
From
points.
6
You
to
take 50.
But you are immune to poison.
Yeah.
So, nothing else, luckily.
Yeah, nothing else. Oh gosh.
And the dagger is pulled back out, and Force Cage, well, if it's Force Cage, spins it around in his hand and sort of looks at you. Like,
Wait, Force Cage stabbed me.
yeah.
Oh. Oh, what am I gonna do? You just stabbed me. I had a plan, but
Wait, what?
Anyway, Bluey,
just happened?
as you're rushing out of the bedroom, you see Brian just ahead of you, managing to pull forward, and Force Cage comes up to him, says something to him, and then chung, and you see Brian clutch his side, in pain. It's your go.
The force is out of the
It
cage
appears
now.
that Brian has been stabbed. Oh shit! The force has been unleashed. Hi, Cass. Hi,
I got
George.
stabbed.
Cass, help!
Brian
Oh,
just took 50
shit.
points of damage.
Cass, get her.
Okay.
Sorry,
Cascade, get it?
I'm just gonna be listening because I'm driving, so
That's fine. Don't
Ow.
worry.
Why?
Cool.
Stasis.
Oh
Don't worry.
gosh.
What a catastrophe.
Louis, it's your go. Most of the people are filtering out of this this mansion now. Those who are armored. A few people have actually seen. Yeah, a few people gathered at the door have actually seen Force Cage stab Brian, and sort of stop and turn around as if to rush back to help. You have not yet made it out of the door into the courtyard, and you can see only Force Cage as your assailant at this point.
Okay. Is attempting to grapple someone like an action?
Sure.
Okay.
So I need you to roll a strength check against his athletics. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay, strength check.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay, Aelin. It'll be okay. Oh,
Come on.
fuck.
Come
Force
on.
Cage. It's not actually
Okay.
Force Cage. No, it might be.
But while I'm rolling this, is the detect good and evil thing from my sword? What is that, a bonus action or an action?
It is. It's a spell that you cast through the sword.
Okay.
At the top of your turn, though, you can roll your replacement dice. Should you wish to replace any rolls with a different number, which you roll on your. Remember we did that before?
Yes. The second gift, I
can't
think.
believe I'm missing all this good fighting. So
I'm
annoying.
sorry, babes.
Okay, so I got a 22. A 22.
Hit.
No, to
Definitely
grapple.
hit. Grapple?
Isn't
Oh,
it?
right, definitely. You win. You rush forward and you slam him to the ground, and you feel a kind of crunch, and as you kind of get him in like a chokehold or some kind, I'm assuming, you sort of see the features up close, not quite force cage. It doesn't look exactly right.
Oh, okay.
Fur cage.
Of the boy. Foe cage! And he's your foe, he's the nemesis. Right.
Okay.
I was thinking
What
like
else do you have?
FAUX.
Bonus action or action surge still?
Okay. I don't think I should hesitate with attacking this one, should I? So,
I'll give you
Well, okay.
advantage on it if you attack him because he's grappled, just so you're aware.
yes. Wait. When I leveled up, I took the grappler feat.
Iconic. So what does that do for you?
Advantage on attack rolls against a creature you're grappling.
Oh, that's what I read that I think on your sheet, which is why I mentioned it. So yeah.
Good.
I
Okay,
think
I'm
that's
gonna take my
yeah.
my action surge.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
Fuck him up!
I
Fuck 'em
still haven't taken that long rest yet, which is very funny. Okay, and I'm gonna. Okay, whilst I haven't grappled, can I do my 3 swing attack, or is it just 1? With my greatsword.
With an action surge,
Because-
I think it's 1 extra attack. Sorry. So you can take
Damn
1
it.
attack against him, but it's at advantage.
At
I'm just checking to
advantage.
make sure it's not automatic crit. Yep.
At advantage. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Oh shit! Oh, that didn't quite roll, but whatever. That one was lower.
If,
Okay.
if it was an
13.
accident, you can roll again.
Oh, they're both 13. Nice. Okay, so 13 plus 9 is 22.
Oh.
Yes, 22.
22
to-
hits. 22 hits.
Okay. All right. And
They have a low armor class.
okay, 2d6. Sorry.
Nah, Scooch.
Okay, so that's 7 plus 5. So that's 12. That's 12 damage.
12 damage.
Okay.
Oof. As you
Um,
stab in, you feel the feeling and the weight of the armor they're wearing. Very light armor, if any. And this person, because not quite force cage, it's not a disguise, but it's something not quite right. Looks up with wild eyes and sort of lets out like a hiss, almost noise, as you stab into him. And they actually don't look very good. Minus 12, did you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Next in the order is Brian.
Okay.
Bluey has just jumped onto the one that just hit you, and the people who are at the door initially coming to help are like, oh, they look like they've got a handle on this situation, and sort of give you like an okay sign and then make to leave, unless you tell them to stop.
Okay, so a fake force cage doesn't look so good, right?
Yep, looks. I mean, I can't tell you, but he looks like he didn't like that hit.
No, I don't think Brian's thinking clearly enough. I think he's gonna blight him at 4th level.
Sure.
Not happy.
Nope.
So it's a save, con save.
Con?
Yeah.
Ooh, 4 plus 2. No.
No. Okay. Sorry,
No.
force cage.
Bye, faux cage.
Okay, let me just add this up. How many is it? It's 8d8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6. 5 plus 1 plus 3. 36 points of damage.
36.
Nice. Oh gosh.
He's just. It feels. You see him shrivel up and his skin tighten. Just hanging on though.
And
Hi, George!
Can I bonus action chug a healing potion, please?
Sure. Hello.
This cannot be legal.
Yes,
Yeah, Georgia, stop doing that.
Don't worry, she's just listening, so long as you're alright. Right. So, next in the order is... Okay. unable to see anybody or get back up to the top of the wall. Unseen by most who walk around, rush around this encampment at the moment, a shadowy figure makes their way towards the sounds of commotion, looking around, and they disappear off into a different barrack. Right, next in the order is Neff.
Could you really quickly reset your webcam for me?
Me, yeah.
Cool. I just want to see if this fixes
Sorry,
something.
everyone is on spinnies to me.
Okay, you're all good.
Literally,
yeah.
well, it's been like that for a little while, so it's okay.
Spinnies.
Alright, so it's my turn, I guess. Alright, so my understanding is now that if I cast a healing spell, that it works at full capacity?
Yes.
Okay, in that case... Hold on, where was I just looking? I want to cast 5th level Cure Wounds. As I hold onto Slya.
Alright. You cast Cure Wounds at 5th level,
Yep, so...
and you get back the max amount of HP.
So Slya gets back 43, I think.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, why? I just died in your arms tonight.
Please don't.
I'm not too far off. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding a lot.
It's okay, it's okay. Just stay in your Shrek.
Got you.
Got you, bro.
I can't see anything. Slya, I hope you're okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then... Sorry, I'm doing a different thing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
3 plus 9. 2, 4. One more. 8.
This reminds me of my math exam.
Sorry. I just need to check. I just need to do this real quick. 8 plus 4 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 3 plus 9 plus... You'll be fine.
Brian getting stabbed earlier was like weirdly relatable content in a way. You wake up, take 50 points of damage.
50 points of damage.
Oh no. Okay. Right. So Neff, is that all you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So Slya, you managed to feel your wounds close up ever so slightly, and you actually feel much more invigorated than you were before. As a warm hum of healing rushes through you, and it's your go.
You're muted. You're muted. Welcome back.
Thank you. I just needed to give my ears a little bit of a break from my headphones. So, I would like to cast Cure Wounds at 5th level. Now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's 44. Back to Neff now.
Yay.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Oh, I feel so
Caring,
much better.
caring.
I'm not
And then,
bleeding profusely anymore.
With my bonus action, can I attempt to see anybody who I can swing a chancla at?
You can roll a d20 with disadvantage. An attack roll with disadvantage.
Sounds great. Come on, Zential Spice. Crap.
Ooh.
One went wild. Well, I don't think I'm gonna hit.
Okay, you don't feel anything. You don't feel any blips up
Yeah,
near you.
that was a on the dice 2.
Good. Shrek,
Good content.
Yes.
you'll go. You're currently in darkness. You can't see anyone, can't perceive anything.
Yes, that makes it hard for me to attack. Wait, so am I blinded? But if I have a light, does that? do
what
anything?
level of the
No.
spell is it?
If
If it's above third
my
level, then
weapon?
it'll cancel. No,
If
unfortunately.
it's my weapon, no.
You can see your weapon, but it doesn't illuminate
Oh.
anything around you.
I am going to.
Let's go with that.
I'm going to swing randomly.
Oh! Alright. What do I roll?
20 with disadvantage. Roll an attack roll with disadvantage to see what you hit.
What's the range and how close are we?
You're
Oh,
within 10
oh,
feet.
shit.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
So you're all within reach. So I just need you to roll an attack roll with disadvantage.
18.
18. Would you like to put your branding smite on that? Because that's what you were doing last time. 18. Unfortunately, I think what's gonna happen is I'm rolling at D4. If it's a 1 to a 2, it hits Astra. If it's a 3 or a 4, it hits Neff. Hits Astra. Slya, out of the darkness, you feel a slice across your chest. Roll 18 hits you, I'm assuming.
No. 18 misses.
What? You feel a slice across your chest, but you manage to push just out of the way in time as you narrowly miss getting sliced by Shrek's
This is wild.
mighty sword.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Can I use my
can't believe
reaction
this.
to? Can I use my reaction to scream?
Yeah. Please, please let this spell take
Yes,
yourself
yes,
down.
yes.
Shrek screams.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
that's the extent of your
please.
action.
Not dropping that spell.
Okay.
Nope.
Right. Next in the okay.
In the okay.
Okay. Brian, how close are you to the doorway to the mansion?
Oh, the mansion.
Mhm.
Well, I was ahead of Bluey because I got to what's
You were
it
just
called?
in front, yeah.
How
But you can tell me. You can tell me your exact positioning.
How big is the room?
About 50 foot by 50 foot. It's huge.
Wherever I met Force Cage, I guess. However far that is, I'm not sure.
That would have been within 15 foot of the door.
Okay.
Okay, so as you are looking out there, you look around and you just see commotion. Unfortunately, you can't make a connection to see if there's anyone that's outside or anything you could have, like any source of what this action is or what the disaster outside is, and that happens. What happens, and then everyone from the opposite side of the sort of the compound that you're in, there's that courtyard, the wall, the main barracks. From one of the barracks on the opposite side, you hear a huge explosion of noise, and you look around, I think, everyone, and you're sort of trying to like get a handle on who is where, and you are looking for each other. And I'm just gonna say, Brian and Bluey, from your vantage point, you can't see Sarazar, Lorella, Shrek, Astra, Neff, Boba, or any of your other allies, except for Zan, who is rushing around outside. So those are the people who you can't take account of at the moment. Something has happened on the other side of the barracks. From the top of the walls, Shrek, you hear a voice calling out, "Where did you go? Where did you go? I don't understand. I'm trying to see what's this darkness." And it's the voice of Cage,
Oh.
who's
Oh.
making his way like, "Hang on, I'm gonna come in and help you." And he just starts, you imagine, as you feel something hit your arm, he's just kind of like flailing his arms. And once he hits your arm, he kind of holds onto you and is like, "Do you want to stay in here?"
Not
What's his
really.
voice?
Not
Okay.
not really, my
I
friend.
love the falsetto.
Okay. I can't really do anything, but I'll just hold on to you. And that's his action. Because he's a useless thing. Force Cage. Right.
The real Force Cage.
Was the friends we made along the way. Right. Oh gosh. Natural 1.
Woo!
Oh, thank God. Okay. Right. And then next in the order is the assassin that's underneath. Actually, no, sorry. The assassin that's on top of. No, grapple. Underneath Bluey is trying to struggle and break out of the grapple, but with a natural 1. It can't quite make it, and it still looks awful. Bluey, it's your turn.
Okay.
Woo, Bluey!
Akenda!
Quickly before anything, casting that. I've totally forgot what you said before. Casting detect good and evil. That's just an action.
An action.
When it says fiend, like, does it mean sort of like any enemy?
No.
What does fiend mean?
Fiend is like a type of creature you can face in Dungeons and Dragons. So there's
Okay.
devils, demons, and fiends can be a part of that sometimes. Monstrosities, beasts, celestials, humanoids, and so on.
Right. What are aberrations? Sorry, very quickly.
You do not sense any. Are you casting the spell? Detect good and
No,
evil.
like it doesn't seem like I don't know. But like he looks weird. So and there's a hiss from. You know what? I will cast detect good and evil.
Okay, there is evil. What's the range on the spell? I mean, if you don't know
It
then I'll.
is 30 feet
30
and for
feet.
10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Right beneath you, evil. This dude
Okay.
is evil.
Right. Cool.
Unfortunately, that's the only thing you can feel within that range.
Okay. Okay. There's not much else I can do, is there? Um. Sorry. No, like there's nothing. There's no. Okay. Well, I'll say then. Evil.
Evil.
Okay.
Sweet.
Nice. Right, Brian, it's your go.
I'm gonna try something. Can I
Alright.
try and cast Dispel Magic on?
Yeah. So you go up and do you want? Is it a touch spell or you can just
So
cast it from a distance?
I can cast it from a distance, but if this whatever spell is like I'm guessing there's like a spell to disguise and thing, might not be, but if it's above 4th level, I need to roll for it to work.
Okay. Then you cast Dispel Magic and nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay.
Nothing happens, I'm afraid. You have bonus action still.
Wait, hold on. Is that a cantrip? Oh. Wait. Oh no, I'll hit Bluey.
Alright, roll to hit.
Okay.
How dare you?
I'll just chug another healing potion. I don't want to hit Bluey, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll
Damn.
cast.
Alright.
Oh no, I can't cast Healing Word, can I? No. I'm gonna.
I'm missing 11 hit points right now. It's enough. I haven't. This has been for like days. Oh no,
Okay.
not days, but
Sure.
I'll have another healing potion then.
Right. So. Oh.
Beep.
Oh.
Emma.
I'm fine. Hang on, I'm just rolling things.
She's fine. We might not be.
It's alright.
No, you guys. Nothing's attacking you.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, we're frightening. I know, right? Intimidating the masses.
22.
But you cannot be intimidated.
But we can do the intimidating.
Yes.
Hang on, I've got to count this again. It's too much. 11.
It's too much. That does not sound good.
11, 21.
Oh shit.
Fuck, come on. Why
Listen
can't I
to
do
her
maths?
ask.
Yeah! 21 plus 18 is
39.
39.
39. Yeah.
Who's getting hit?
Okay, so next in the order is Neff. You're in the bubble of darkness.
Okay. I'm going to cast. Hold on, let me think. I'll do healing word, 3rd level. Am I still being carried, by the way?
You're being clutched, I'm assuming.
Or clutched?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Leah
Okay.
is holding on to you for dear life.
Alright, I'm gonna cast healing word at 3rd level. And again, does this still have the max?
Yeah, still max. It's max for
Alright, so
1 minute.
the 3 of us gain 15 back.
Yay! Back to
'Kay.
full.
I'm looking a lot better. I'm not bleeding anymore, I don't think.
Good. Okay. Next in the order then is Slya. You're still in the darkness.
Okay, so
You've screamed out, and now you feel that as though Shrek knows where you are.
can I look around to see if I can see anybody else at this point?
Okay, make a perception check, please.
It's actually pretty decent. That's an 18.
Good. 18.
Good.
There's nobody else up here,
Oh.
as far as you're aware.
Can I look around and see if I can like actively
Yeah,
spot
so you can
anyone
stand
down
up.
in the courtyard? Yeah.
60, if you want to use your movement to dash around, you can look around with your perception of 18, rushing up and down, touching the walls in the sort of moments you have, looking behind the tapestries, looking between the arrow slots. Nobody's up here, as far as you're aware.
No, I mean, can I look down into the courtyard?
Yeah,
So-
guards are looking around. Many are rushing towards the sound of the explosion from the far off barrack. You don't see Brian or Bluey. You don't see Cass.
Okay.
Or Saraza or Lorella, actually. You don't see any of them.
Okay. So can I lead Neff, which the darkness bubble does travel with us? I'd like to lead Neff down and take her back to like the mansion.
Okay, with what you have, you do not have enough time to get there. Using your movement to look around as well, with your perception. Yeah, that's your
Yeah.
action. You would have used 15 foot of movement to get to the other side of the wall, so you only have 15 foot of movement left.
Yeah, I just wanted to start leading us that
To
way.
start the process. Yep, you'll probably get there by the end of the next round if you dashed there.
Can I be led
Okay.
if I'm not moving on my turn, or do I actually have to be carried?
On your turn, you would come along if you wished to.
Yep.
Or you could always. It's a bit difficult, but like you.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Should you wish to go along, you can. Yeah. Right, Shrek. The darkness
Yes.
bubble moves away from you, and you can see again, and Force Cage is holding.
And then wait, Force Cage was with me. But okay,
Yep.
I'm like, okay. And then I decide to go back to where I come from, which was
Down the steps, so you're gonna follow them.
wait,
To
what
the
about the
courtyard?
hallway?
Yeah, that's the court. So, what hallway?
Didn't you say there was a 15-foot corridor?
So that's the walkway that you're standing on. It's the top of a wall
Oh,
with like
okay,
half
yep,
walls
yep.
on either side of it, and that's the
Yeah.
city's wall. On the inside,
Okay.
there's a small courtyard, and then there's the rest of the barracks. It's a very thick wall.
Okay,
So all of this is
I'm
within.
gonna-
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk down and then I'm gonna do something really. I'm gonna channel divinity,
Okay.
turn the unholy.
Okay. Hang on, what?
So,
What does that mean?
every fiend or undead within 30 feet must make a whiz saving throw. So if there's any
Okay.
fiend, are there any fiends or undead?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Nothing happens. You do your best, but you manage to make your way mostly because you make your way to the bottom of the steps. You overtake Slya and Neff because you still have 30 foot of movement sort of going down. But and yeah, no, there aren't any fiends or undeads here. I'm afraid. Right, so next in the order. Nice. Okay. Next in the order is Force Cage, who kind of looks around and is going to make a perception check because why is he in
Yes.
this? Why is he here? Natural 20.
Whoa!
Hang on, what?
Wow.
Force Cage.
The MVP.
He looks around and he's like, "Oh look, it's Brian and Bluey in there, strangling that man who looks like me. What? Oh my gosh! Oh wait, look, there's somebody over there in the corner. There you go. There's someone in the
Okay.
corner of the courtyard. You look
Because he says
through-
this out loud. Is that
He says this out loud because why
okay?
not?
So,
Yeah,
who,
So-
such a useful
who would-
teammate.
who would have heard him?
So, everyone, the door to the sanctum, door to the mansion is open, and you hear this as you see someone who looks like Force Cage rush out, followed by Shrek, to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Maybe we
Next
should
in the-
interrogate him.
Thank you, real Force Cage.
There is a figure in the corner you can see, and I didn't roll for them. Hang on. So much going on behind the scenes. I just need to check. Right. Okay. Cool. We're all fine. Force Cage is outside. Apparently, you don't see any other assailants other than the one he pointed out in the corner and the one you're sitting on top of. Bluey, it's your go.
Right. How far is that assailant in the corner?
It's about 60 or 70 foot from you.
Oh, okay.
It's quite a long courtyard, but it's narrower, so it's only about 30 foot across.
Okay. I mean, it would be nice to be able to move around and like be able to then detect who's I don't know. Oh, I don't know. But maybe they're not all like the. I did consider throwing darts at the person in the corner. But I might. Shall I just attack this fake Force Cage
Is it not
again?
a free action to say like anything? But I won't stop you.
But it depends on what you want to say.
Yeah.
It depends. If it's like
Depends.
one word, I'll allow it, or like one or two max. But or like a
Okay.
I would like to
reactionary
read you this
sound.
verse from my favorite
kind of-
poetry.
But
I kind of want to say like maybe interrogate, like to get some
Okay.
info out of him.
Right. Okay.
okay, but just like interrogate. Maybe?
Interrogate,
Like-
maybe that's a good idea. I
Yeah,
don't
What
know.
are you doing here?
Consent.
Oh,
Oh, right now.
Fake Force Cage. Do you have
Um,
time for a 15-question survey?
Oh, or like
make an intimidation check if you really are going to ask him right now.
intimidation. I had to have plus nothing.
I'm
But
more
I can-
intimidating than you.
I can re-roll.
Sounds about right.
Nat 20.
Oh!
That's right. Bluey is really intimidating right now.
Yeah.
Let's go, Bluey!
Right, okay. Obviously, it can't do anything because it's not its turn, but you do feel Bluey hands come up like this from beneath you.
Okay.
Right. Brian. And if Bluey is that everything you wish to do? Brian.
One sec. Is the figure in the corner? Did anyone identify that to me, or did I not?
Yes, you heard Force Cage. You would have heard Force Cage yelling it in the courtyard because you saw him rush out as well and point towards it.
Okay. Can I hold an action until one or the other attacks, or does that not work that way?
You can hold an action until somebody attacks you. Hold an action until someone attacks your allies. Like so, Bluey,
Yeah.
you could name.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you hold?
I would like to hold a cantrip, if that's possible.
Okay, yeah.
I want
Which
to
is?
hold primal savagery.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
sounds like
pull
normal
out a
game.
Loran.
Yeah.
Pull in a Loran. Okay. He hasn't used that in forever.
Oh yeah, that was ages
So-
ago. I realised that was
I know.
him. I was reading it and I was like, I know this.
Shrek.
Yes.
is your go. You can get to, from your
the man in the
vantage
corner.
point, the figure in the corner,
Yes.
or to the entrance of the mansion, or to the explosion where people are rushing
I'm
towards.
going to go to the figure in the corner
Okay.
very menacingly.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna attack him.
Ah!
Sound
Oh
effects.
my gosh, this dude. Right, go for it.
Okay.
These things are bad. These things do not have a lot of hit points. That's why their strength is when they're
Oh,
unseen. So I have a
God.
feeling like you're gonna
God.
just destroy this beast.
I got
Go.
27.
Oh, it hits,
It
dude.
hits. Okay.
Yeah.
Be prepared for my brandings, for my divine smite.
Oh. Okay, so
Nah,
27
actually,
on the
Brandy's-
dice.
Okay, so
You can pick it
I
once
get
you've
to hit
rolled your
twice.
original damage.
I'm gonna
Yep.
hit it twice. So
Okay.
first time with branding smite, which was good. Sorry. Okay. 12 plus. Sorry.
Mm.
20.
20 points of damage.
Oh no! Sorry.
cleave
No.
down.
No. Sorry.
Right, okay.
My bad. I
Yeah,
rolled the
I
wrong
feel.
thing. I rolled the wrong thing.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
1d8. 5 plus 11 plus another 1d8. 19 plus my branding smite.
Okay, is there a save or does that just automatically go on?
It automatically goes off. 2d6.
Okay.
19. 2d6. 22. 25. That's
25.
my first shot.
Okay, with an arc of holy energy, like a blue flame coming off the end of your sword, you swipe down and cleave right through one shoulder, and this figure yells in pain as it instinctively moves back a bit, and then you can go into your second attack.
So to hit. Yeah, got 22.
Yeah,
So
hits.
1d5 plus 6, 11 plus another 1d8. 16. 19. 21 as I aim for its.
Okay. Alright, you aim for its eye, and how much damage do you do?
19.
19. Hang on. Let me do maths in my head. 40. 30. Nope. What's 25 plus 19? 44, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's still alive. You've almost cleft him in twain, but this dude is hanging on. It's almost sad. It's almost pitiful to see if he hadn't like tried to assassinate all your friends. As this dude is just like clinging onto life at your feet with literally
you
like
see?
4 HP left. So
Oh my god.
right, hang on. This dude's
Dear
definitely dead
Salius.
after what he's done. Let me check it anyway. Yeah. Right, okay. Looking around, other than the assassin who surrendered beneath you, and the people who were heading towards that explosion have actually slowed to a halt now. Looking around, you don't see any more assailants. You wait for 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Nothing comes your way. Slya and Neff, you make it to the bottom of the stairs.
As we do, can I cast something?
Yeah.
I'll cast. Okay, I can do it at this level. 4th level mass healing word. On everybody, pretty much, because we're all in range, I guess. Or up
Okay,
to
so
6
what's the
people.
range?
The guy who's dying.
It's 60 feet.
Okay, so you could get all your friends. So you could get Brian, Bluey, Neff, yourself, Slya, and Shrek, and Force. I don't know, Force Cage, or one of, or some
Force
random
Cage?
Yeah, sure.
red shirts,
I'll
if
do
you wish
that.
to. Well, everyone who wants to can take the
Do we get the
Heal.
max back, or what's the range on the max back getting?
I think for your
30,
I think if
30 feet.
oh yeah, if you're actually I think that Slyer and Neff could be within 30 feet of
Okay.
All right, so
of Shrek at this point.
so the
Not Brian. though.
3 of us would get
And
it
Louis.
back max, and then I roll for
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cool. So we get 11 points back, and I will roll 2d4 plus 3. Where's my d4? So we get 4 plus 3, which is 7 plus 3, which is 10.
Yay.
Hey,
Ten.
that's almost the max.
Woo!
As things quieten down, who's got the highest passive? So Brian, you kind of slowly make your way outside.
Well, I was interrogating the guy with.
Oh, okay. All right then. Outside of you lot, who has the highest passive?
Passive what?
Perception.
I have 13.
13. Wow. Okay.
I have
I'm gonna
15.
say that Bluey, because you're grappling, I think you're a bit distracted along with Brian. So you two are in one set sort of area.
I have
Looking
19.
around, Neff, and I think you would be actually thinking about this. You look around and you can't see your mother or Saraza or Boba, but you do see sort of peeking up from beneath like a tapestry that's fallen, like 2 purple horns like peeking her head out.
Oh.
Danuel, your sister, looking around like, what's going on?
Danuel!
As she yells out from across the courtyard, Neff!
Danuel!
Neff!
So slow motion run.
And she hugs you, and she's like, "Where's Mom?
I don't know. Where did we see her
She
last?
rushed out when she heard commotion.
Rushed out? In which direction?
Towards..." And then she stops talking, and she points in the direction of that, where the explosion came from.
Maybe we should investigate what that explosion was
No,
about.
no. Stay put.
Looks at Slya.
Stay put. Because
Last thing I heard was, no, stay put.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
you two are the next in line for succession after you're all. You have to stay here. You need to get into the sanctum.
Oh, Flea.
That does sound reasonable.
Off with thee.
You know, Neff, even though you're the younger sister, Danuel really does feel like your younger sister at this point. 'Cause
I
she's,
forget
like,
that sometimes.
really freaked. She's no idea. Yeah, she doesn't really have a handle on the situation. And so, do you go back to the sanctum?
I'll take Danuel back with me, yeah.
Okay, as you go back, you do see Brian and Bluey in the entryway, sort of Bluey straddling this near dead figure who looks disturbingly a little bit like Force Cage. But the moment you look at him, you kind of realize it's not.
Force
Well,
actually, I don't know his name. I don't know who that is.
that's fair.
I would have
like
only
God,
been
just
within
around.
that, like, I was blinded the entire time we interacted
Sure.
with Force Cage, I think.
Right. Shrek, the one beneath you is barely clinging to life, but has also raised their hands and definitely cannot move against you. Astra, other than Shrek, you don't have any allies out here.
I haven't moved back, or I assume I would have followed now.
What? You followed Neff? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. So as you make your way back, following Neff to inside the sanctum, inside you also see that Bluey and Brian have managed to wrangle one of these people to the ground. Danuel and Neff, if you're still in the vicinity, you see them as well. In here, it seems mostly empty because people have filtered out to help with the commotion. But as things are quieting down, the people on the periphery are slowly beginning to edge back. People nearer the explosion have not moved. So, what is everybody doing? Shrek, you're the only one who's still with an assailant who isn't necessarily grappled, but isn't attacking you either.
I'm sorry, I just missed all of that because I had to take a call.
That's fine, don't worry. The guy in front of you looks like he's bleeding out, but he's still unconscious. He's still conscious. So you
Okay.
can choose what you want to do with him.
I decide to interrogate him
Okay, so you can take as
by brandishing my sword and pointing it at him and saying,
okay.
any funny business, and off comes your head.
Yes.
Okay, and do you take him back to the mansion, or do you interrogate him here on your own?
I take him back to the mansion because I'm like,
Yeah.
I call out to the other people here, like, guys, we have a prisoner.
We have one too.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
As you're dragging them back, the two of you, Bluey, who has grappled one, and Shrek, who is dragging one with at sword point, you manage to get them both into the same room, and you have these two assassins in front of you.
Who sent them?
Okay. How many more of you are there?
Don't
Shall
say
I-
anything.
Okay. Well, shall
I
shall I just
can't-
attack one? Like,
No, I
you
can't
know?
command.
You
I
only need
can't
one.
command.
Yeah. Okay.
Speak.
Which one do you cast it on?
The one who she's interrogating.
Okay, so this one who you look at looks remarkably like the young recruit you met earlier, Force Cage. Sort of,
Yeah.
their mouth moves as if independent of the rest of them, not wanting to say anything. Does anyone here speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Okay, so then Brian, you hear them say. So your question was, who sent you? Was it Bluey?
No. How many?
How many of you are there?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wonder.
And it says 4 in Sylvan.
Oh, I
Okay.
speak Sylvan too.
Us.
Okay, so you hear that as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we find out who sent them and then go find the other two?
Who
Yeah.
sent you? I say with an intimidating glare.
Okay,
As I
roll
tried to
roll an
intimidate
roll an
them.
intimidation check. Roll an intimidation check.
Can I assist that because I want to also
Yeah.
be involved?
So either what you can roll one each, or you can roll one with advantage. Maybe roll one each. I
Roll
think.
one with advantage.
Okay.
Not a plus.
Okay, Brian. So how are you assisting? Explain to me what your intimidating presence looks like.
Can I just cast Primal Savagery and with the
Yeah.
fingernails? I don't want to
Yeah,
say anything.
also-
I just want to be like.
Are you making yourself look kind of Tao Shuri-esque, like Loran
Hey,
does?
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're like a. Oh no, it's cute. I like it. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So Cat Bros.
Cat Bros, yeah.
Cool, 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 cool.
Cat Brian.
So-
Okay.
Cat Brian.
So what did you roll for your
sorry.
Brian's intimidation?
Um.
So you roll twice, take the higher.
Okay. 23.
Oh,
What? That was so good. What do you meant? I thought you meant like, oh, it's bad.
I was like,
23.
because my
Okay.
first one was 2, and I was like, oh shit.
it's a good thing we
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Kinds of. The one you're talking to is the one that Bluey's grappling. I'm assuming the same one you asked before, or a different one.
Yeah.
Okay. They kind of spit out some blood from their mouth and kind of try and shake it away, unable to move their hands properly. And they say, the highest bidder.
Ah!
Who is the highest bidder?
Dragonborn
Hey,
What?
Mary.
from the Citadel.
That
See-
wasn't me. Hey guys,
Wait.
don't look at me. It's not me. I swear.
Wait, Citadel.
Citadel.
Mm-hmm. A dragonborn from the Citadel, they said.
Is that the
Citadel.
in
That's
Calcutta?
Amory.
Oh,
There is
Amory.
there's somewhere in Kalkan that you do know, very recently referred to, when scrying on Amory, the Sandstone Citadel.
Okay.
a place you've never been to and you've never heard of, but this is where this person either have come from or has been sent from.
So I guess
You
we
can
can
ascertain.
guess it's A. Mary.
Why did they send you? Speak, or else I will shove this needle down your throat.
Needle.
Okay, going off the back of your 23, I think you still have a bit of sway over him. So did you say? Repeat your question real quick, please.
I said, why did they send you here?
Why did they send you? We had targets to eradicate.
Who?
Oh fuck.
I'm kind of intimidated.
The Karadamanyazar, which you know to be Neff, Danuel, and Lorella are the only 3 Karadamanyazars here. They're associates.
We gotta find Lorella, like, now.
Yeah, like, you know, should we just like kill them and run to the explosion
Yeah,
site?
Brian's already running, trying to find Lorella.
Okay, where are you
He's
looking?
running after
We're
Brian.
just like,
Can
oh,
Do a perception
fuck.
towards the explosion area.
The perception. Yep. What are you doing with these guys when you run off?
We tied them up.
Sure.
Do we, or do
Okay,
we want to like
make
punch
a-
them or something? I don't know.
Right. If you're gonna take the time to tie
Actually,
them.
no.
Can we kill
No?
one of them and keep the other?
Yeah, just kill one.
Can I slash the one with the 4?
This is so brutal. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Okay,
Okay.
you slash
I'm
its throat. Roll an attack for me, just because. Fuck it,
Okay.
why not?
So
2 hit
it's
points.
it's with my spell attack, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
19 plus 9 is the highest roll I think I've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll
He's really angry.
roll the damage. If you get a 1, it lives. If you get a 2, it's dead.
Wait, let me find the dice. I'm a 12th level, so it's 3 of these.
Oh god, no, it's fine. He's definitely dead.
There's
You
no
see
way
it,
I can't kill him.
And its tongue kind of like
that's
lolls
20.
out of its mouth and slips through the gash in its throat.
Don't even
It
look, running
head
for
sort of
Lorella.
turns, goes down. You guys would have noticed actually upon closer inspection, the reason he looks so disconcertingly like Force Cage is he's wearing a disguise makeup. It's not magical.
Ah,
It seems
she-
by a contour / dyeing its hair, etc. It is infiltrated that way.
Okay.
This one,
It's a serious
try to
effort.
find-
Damn.
sure.
Wow.
The other one looks over at its dead sort of comrade and then looks up at you, Brian. It's scared shitless.
Sweet. Be afraid.
Okay, so who's going looking for Lorella? Your Sarazar's not here.
wanna
Boba's
go
not
find
here.
Oh, I want
mean-
to find Sarazar as well, because worry.
I'm staying
But I know he'll
behind
probably be with
Danuel.
Lorella.
Okay, so roll perception, please. Or investigation if you're looking somewhere specific.
Rather roll perception to find out where they are, because I have a plus 9.
Sure. That's fine.
Okay, 12 plus 9 is 21.
21.
21. As you look around, you see that there's not really much commotion going on in the same way as it was when there were assailants attacking you. But about 30 or so guards have gathered at the sort of entryway to the opposite sort of barrack, which you can see the ceiling has just about caved in, and they're just standing there, sort of like looking in, not moving inside.
Can I ask one of them if they've seen Lorella or Sarazar?
Okay, who you go up to just a random one of them,
Like any of them, like just asking.
and they give you a look, and they point.
Where is Lorella?
They just point in the direction of that collapsed building. I can't see any of you.
Oh, I might have something for this.
Oh, that makes sense. Because I was gonna say, I raised my hand to say that Slya was going with Brian because
Oh, you're coming with me.
yeah, Slya was gonna follow
Wait.
Brian.
Hang on. If
Wait,
I've
I have
detected,
one.
if I've detected good and evil,
Where is it?
I should go. I should go to the explosion. And you know, since we now know that there's 4 of them in total, to hold the last one living?
Oh, I have something that might work.
I mean,
Because I was preparing spells to like get ready for the siege, and I have something called Move Earth. So let's hope that works.
I'm staying with Danuel in the sanctum, so we can like hold on to the last dude. I mean, we're at full health now, almost.
Yeah, hold them. I want to attack people.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So I'm back.
Hello.
Oh wow, everyone's in different places. This is very weird.
Yeah.
So this guard.
Since you couldn't see me, I raised my hand as going with Brian.
Okay.
I realized something
Your face.
while you were gone, and so anyway, well,
Oh.
we're okay.
Can I try and
Okay.
move the earth underneath to like raise the, like push away the rubble? Or can I?
So it's actually not completely caved in.
Oh,
You can still go into the building. It's just the roof is sort of blown through.
okay, I'm going in.
Okay, so you go in, with Slya following, making your way through these guards who are just kind of like looking into this building. Some of them
Wait, did Blue
have
want to
sort of
come as well?
gathered. Louis as well.
Could I start making my way?
Sure.
Passing
You're a little
the
bit
job
behind
of
Yeah,
you know.
same. Lol.
Shrek
We
is
still
yeah.
have diamonds.
okay. So who is watching the prisoner?
I'll watch him
'Cause
with
Shrek's
Danuel.
Okay. Right, just checking. You make your way through to the entrance to this building, the barracks. Now guards are sort of like gathered at this area. You have to sort of push through, and you hear this noise. Like over and
Okay.
over again,
Yes.
and
Someone
a
chucked me at
grunting
that.
and like a yelling and a squelching noise. And as you look
Mhm.
through, you see Saraza is straddling what looks like it was the body of some kind of humanoid, just punching where its head was is now just the ground, and his hands have been mangled and destroyed completely. Next to him, lying on the floor, covered in blood, chest exposed, completely open, dead, is Lorella
No!
No,
No!
she's dead.
No!
on the
Running.
ground.
Do we have the
And
diamonds? Who has
It's been more than a minute because
Do
you
we have-
interrogated those
What's
guys.
it called? What's it called? The other spell that we could possibly
Yes.
do? Okay, I'm gonna run to Lorella.
And you have one diamond, which is enough. Saraza doesn't even look at you. He's just punching where this person was. Like, okay.
I'm gonna kneel over Lorella and actually Sarah's I need to take her back to
He does not listening to you.
I'll try and lift as well with whoever.
I can't lift Lorella. Like I don't think I can.
Maybe.
I'll lift her.
Are
Okay,
we?
good.
Yeah. Are we right behind?
Right, so
like,
Bluey and Shrek, you would have made it just about in time after that.
So has she been
And-
dead for over a minute?
But we
Yeah.
have something else that can.
Okay.
In Draconic, I'm gonna say fuck.
Okay. Back to the let's go, let's do this, please.
Okay.
So when Saraza starts to see movement, and I'm assuming you're going to be lifting you two, Bluey and Shrek, the body away.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is when his fist signing kind of stops, and he watches you take her out, like, with the absolute most horrified expression on his face.
Can I get him? Because I don't want to leave him alone. I think that's
Yeah.
a bad idea.
Okay, you go over to him, and he again doesn't register you're there, trying to take him along with you.
Can I say
You-
we're gonna save her and just like hold his like shoulders, like we're gonna save her. Try and get him to.
Okay, make a persuasion check, please.
I have proficiency in persuasion and I never use it.
There you go. Now's the time.
Okay, it's 11 plus 5, I think. Yeah, so it's a 16.
16. Okay. With that, you just are able to coax him up, and you sort of move your arms from his shoulders to his hands, and you look covered in blood all the way up to here. His sword is long gone. You don't know where it's gone. All his fingers and knuckles are broken and twisted.
Oh,
Been hitting the ground over and over and over again.
I cast Healing Word on Zaraza at 3rd level. I just made that up, but yep, 3rd level.
Okay, he also generally looks really bad. Well, obviously she does too, but
So
she's
how
dead.
many? She's dead, yes.
Yes.
Hold on, I'll just find the... That's 3d4 plus 5. Let me just get the... Three, two, one. How many is it? Hold on.
Now you know why they waited for the clerics first, because you guys are so strong and powerful and shit.
I think that's 11 back. Enough to heal his
11?
fingers.
Okay. Enough to start the process. His bones, you feel them, you watch them as they click in place. The cut's still fresh.
Okay.
Right. Shrek and Bluey, you're taking the body of Lorella back to where?
Wherever
The
we're
mansion.
asked to take.
Sanctum?
Yeah, the mansion.
Yeah.
To a
Yeah.
private
Oh
room
my
in the mansion.
god. Neff and Danielle,
Maybe
as
a
you're
separate room.
watching over it's the same hall, it's the same
Oh, no.
entranceway.
Mm.
You're watching over this figure standing, to be tied up, and their eyes kind of trail over to the doorway, and you turn around, and you see Bluey and Shrek carrying in the body of Lorella. Again, chest completely open, and exposed, and she's dead. She's followed in later by Astra and Brian, who is leading Sarazur. And when he looks at you, Neff, he can't even look at you. He can't even look at you.
Okay.
Shrek, Bluey, if you can take her to a room, and we can start.
Okay.
Okay.
Neff, you hear Danielle just say under her breath, "Mama?"
Oh.
I'm gonna say that Neff
follow.
runs over and breaks down and tries to cast something to cure Lorella, but obviously it doesn't work. And that's it.
Unfortunately.
Let's get the
Unfortunately,
diamond.
you cannot. Do you have the spell slot for this,
I
Astra?
do.
Yes, I do.
One left. Okay. All right. So Neff, as you sort of try and put some magic in, unfortunately nothing can take hold. As you realise a little bit later that your efforts aren't coming to fruition. Astra. She is taken to a separate room. Sarazur is slowly following behind, with Brian's help. Bluey Shrek, you set her down on one of the beds.
And I use my last 5th level spell slot to cast Raise Dead.
Raise dead.
Using the
Okay.
big boy diamond.
Oh my gosh! I've just realised how poetic it is that you guys are using the diamond from Trevor's crown to do this.
Oh.
Oh, oh! Why am I
So
emo?
she returns to life with 1 hit point after an hour. Because it's an hour
Right.
casting. It
Okay.
neutralizes any poisons, cures any non-magical diseases.
Okay.
Closes all mortal wounds. Doesn't restore missing body parts.
Or organs integral to its survival.
Someone's
You look
taking
into
a
her
heart.
chest. She hasn't got any lungs left. They've been completely destroyed.
Okay.
Do we need to do a lung transplant? Like,
Wait, have they been like ripped out, or are they just like?
Not ripped out. They are still there. But what I'm going to ask is for you to make a medicine check before you do the spell to see how
Okay.
well you can reconstruct using just your base medical skills, the flesh around her lungs, to see if you can reform them into something resembling the organ.
Okay. With a
I'm
if I get
going
a
to-
high enough check, can I carve it out of somebody like an assassin?
We have a live one.
If
Yeah.
you... Oh, fuck.
That's a bit.
Yes,
If that's what Astra would do, you can try it. Yes.
Neff is more than willing.
Sorry,
No.
with,
I can assist with
With-
helping with the lungs if Neff can't do it. I have an okay medicine.
Anyone who's
Well-
proficient in medicine can assist.
I have
I'm a
proficiency.
35.
sorry,
Proficiency is
Slea-
with,
important.
with
yeah, I
Bluey,
have
what did you
proficiency.
say? Bluey, what do you
with
want?
brief foresight,
Yes.
is that to potentially replace an ally's role if it's
You can.
not good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Should I roll that now and save it for
Sure, roll it now
if? Right.
and save it. After you hear what the
Oh
roll is.
fucking hell!
Okay.
Oh,
It's a 3. Okay. Okay.
Wait.
So
I think-
if the one of the assassin people tries to attack, I'll just be like, mm.
Wait, it's an allies roll, right?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
can be any D20 roll. You get one chance to replace it with what you rolled previously.
Okay,
But
so-
not a saving throw.
No.
So
Okay.
am I rolling with advantage, or is somebody else rolling to
Wait.
assist?
I can
I
roll to
was gonna
assist.
I was gonna try and do guidance on Slea. I think I can do
that
that.
can work.
Okay.
You kind of reach out a hand, All Star, and you pray for guidance from whoever is up there, looking out for you. And Slyer, you put your hands forward and start to do the fairly upsetting process of sewing
Medicine
bits
check.
of Lorella back together. So at this point, I think you, knowing that it's going to take an hour, you would have, well, at least Saraza would have started to slowly move other people out of the room. So asking for a bit more privacy, maybe, let you focus. But he's not saying anything still. It's all very much traumatic for him. He doesn't leave.
Okay,
Astra,
so
Flyer, I need you to roll with advantage as Neff helps you to. Neff,
Oh,
oh my god, I can't believe you're doing this.
So-
And your default
1d4.
guidance.
so let's see what the advantage is. Okay, yeah. And, honestly, I didn't need the advantage, but I rolled a 15 plus 4 plus 8 for my medicine
Plus 8.
score.
That's
Nice.
So-
really good.
15 and 12
27. Okay. Great.
for a medicine
So-
check. Also, she would not kill the assassin. That's something Mazeth would do.
Sure.
Yeah, I was like, guys.
Right.
No.
So
Slea's a better person than that.
you take 20, 30 minutes carefully sewing every bit of her you can back together under Saraza's very close watch.
No.
I'm also
And
closely
then-
watching.
Neff, it's hard for you considering this is your mother you're trying to fix, and she doesn't seem to be fixing. And then more and more she begins to look more like herself. Now you take out the diamond and you can begin to cast Raise Dead.
Can
Astra.
I cast, or can I use a divine intervention?
Sure. What are you hoping for from this?
To fix whatever was broken?
Okay.
Okay, now I gotta, you know what? Okay. Yeah, let's. Okay. I hope these are the right dice.
Right, so yep.
No.
No? Okay. It's fine.
Oh wait, what did you roll? Oh, that's
80.
not it. Okay. Alright.
You begin to cast Raise Dead. Everyone else in the room, you start to see the lights dim as it gets darker and darker in here until almost by an unnatural silver light, just Slyer and Lorella's bodies are illuminated somewhat. You can still see the outsides of the shapes of the furniture. You still see each other's faces, but it's as if in dim light, and you watch as Astra puts the diamond against Lorella's chest and begins to cast the spell. And it takes over an hour. to do this, around an hour to do this. Those of you who stay for the whole time watch as the lights sort of in the room, this sort of thing, whatever's illuminating Astra, from beneath her fingers, slowly a reddish glow and a green glow begin to sort of ripple and dance around her fingertips as the diamond sinks into Lorella's chest. Nothing happens for a long time, and then Slya, as you're praying and hoping that the spell will work with your hands on her chest, your hand here, you feel something brush by the side of your hair, like a soft breeze, and a ghostly sort of green hand places its hand on top of yours. See-through, translucent, similar to the colour that was coming from beneath your fingers before. On top of that hand, a sort of illuminated red one puts its hand on top of you as well. And then finally, forming the final hand on this sort of trio above yours, a silvery hand which looks as though it's made almost of smoke. And you hear in your mind a comforting voice say, "We're with you, child." And you feel the diamond sink completely into Lorella's chest, and the hands disappear, and the lights begin to slowly build back in the room. And there's a moment, a second, 2 seconds. Saraza's watching from the door. Neff, for a moment you think it hasn't worked. And Lorella takes a breath. Raised Dead has worked.
I want to give her a hug.
You rush forward and you link your arms around her. Danuel, who couldn't bear to come in, peers her head around the door and just in tears rushes forward and hugs her around the waist. And she, still dazed, unsure of what's happening, looks around the room and just holds you closely. And Saraza leaves without making a sound. And I think that's where we're going to leave it for today.
Sleep.
That's like 10.
Oh my god.
What is this session?
I need to go and have a shower. I'm going to a ball in 3 hours, and I'm supposed to be going to my friend's birthday party in 20 minutes. Lord, I'm still in my pajamas. Good content. Hey, dude. So,
I'm gonna hate you, goddammit.
thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
This became much more of an intense one than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
But I think I enjoyed having Shrek back for the time that we have.
Pious and stupid Shrek.
Indeed. So we're off for the next 2 weeks, dudes, because I'm traveling. But
Up until the 30th, right?
the 30th, yeah. Well, so around the next 2 weeks ish.
I will put that in my diary.
Sure. So until then, dudes. So do you remember when I was like staring at my paper, like, oh? It's because that was when Lorella died.
We can
she got
pinpoint
hit
in the recording.
in one of the assassins who didn't notice managed to sneak off.
And get her.
Find them. Well, Saraza got hit with 43 points of damage in one hit, and didn't manage to land a hit on him in return. Then she let off an explosion to try and signal for help, and then she got hit by 78 points of damage in one round.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Oh.
73
78 points in
78
one round. It was a critical hit, and she failed the con save.
Oh my god.
It was, yeah, and she has 75 hit points, so that was
Squish.
much.
Slya, thank you. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was.
Oh.
I thought they were
Also,
both
the moment when I started crying was when it was like, oh no, who do I save if they're both dead? Because
Saraza and Lorella, yeah.
I'm so grateful that
I thought they were
Saraza lived as
yeah, that's what I
Hashtag,
thought too.
I wouldn't pull a D&D on them. I could not do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't Cersei Jamie those boys. No, they deserve more than that. But it crossed my mind. But obviously he only got hit by 48. Saraza had more hit points. It wasn't ever really gonna. Don't worry. I would have never made it come to that. Although, yeah, that would have been very intense. Oh, I can't wait to watch this one back, dudes. Oh,
I
I'm
know,
so
right?
excited. All right, especially when it's like without the technical issues from my end, because my end has been questionable.
Oh,
Right, I's gonna have a shout. Oh,
Emma, by the way, are you
Yes.
playing in our game next week, or are you also not playing in that?
So I didn't realize how much I had on. I'm going to try and play on the 22nd.
Okay, we need
But-
to have a discussion beforehand at
I'll
some
message
point.
Sure. That's fine. I can talk to you tomorrow. I have time.
Alright, easy.
Okay. Sweet, dudes. All right. I'm gonna talk to you later. I need to go have a shower. Get ready for the ball. Okay.
Okay.
Queenie, thanks so much for joining on, guys. Thanks for being
you.
awesome players, dudes.
Much
I'm
love.
sorry I do this. I'm sorry I do this. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.